This in Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
The following is a presentation of Grapevine-Colleyville Independent School District Friday Night Football on Champion Sports Radio. It's the Colleyville Heritage Panthers and the Coppell Cowboys live from Buddy Echols Field in Coppell, Texas. Now, let's go live to Buddy Echols Field and join Doug Branch and Chris Beam.
It is a gorgeous night for football here in Coppell, Texas. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch. And Chris, it's the 4-4, 2-2 in District 7, 6A. Well, it's both teams, Coppell and Colleyville, come in with identical records, identical district records. Whoever wins this game tonight will move on to the playoffs.
Yeah, this is a huge game for both teams. Obviously, you said that Coppell is 4-4 and 2-2 in district, and Colleyville Heritage is also the same. And this is one of these games, especially for Colleyville. If you want to make the playoffs, win this game, win against Richland next week, and have a really nice path to the playoffs for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers.
Well, and last week they went up against a very difficult South Lake Dragons team, and as you know, a very good first half from this Coppell squad. They actually led at one point. It was only 23-21, but in the second half they were dominated.
Yeah, like you said during the broadcast, it was kind of like the South Lake Carroll Dragons was on a premium gasoline, because in the second half they wore down the Colleyville Heritage defense and just ran up and down the field, and obviously we saw the result.
Another night, the temperatures are heading to the south. It will be in the mid-50s when this one gets going. It'll drop from there. You're listening to the Whirly Ball pregame show here on Champion Sports Radio. When we come back, the pregame show will roll on. We will talk with head coach Darren Allman and, of course, Coppell Cowboy head coach Mike DeWitt. That's next here on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShopboxDFW.com today. ShopboxDFW.com.
Back on the Whirly Ball pregame show, joined by Colleyville Heritage Panther head coach Darren Allman. And coach, right now 2-2 in the district. Big game tonight against Coppell. What do you look for from your team tonight?
Well, we need to start fast again, and then we need to finish. You know, it's a huge game, and won't be the biggest game probably that we play in this year, but it's the biggest one so far, and it's it could really be a great boost for our football team to come out here with a win tonight. And you know, I think I wouldn't say that we have something to prove, but we certainly need to finish and play 4 quarters. And you know, we've seen this football team look special, you know, at times, and not have the ability to finish. And we got our work cut out for us, but hopefully we can finish tonight and pull out a victory. It's much needed at this point.
Well, and you say not being able to finish with a little bit of levity last week. I said that against South Lake, we were running on regular gas. They were running on premium. Through the first half, outstanding football game, but then South Lake able to really man up and take the second half. Tonight, do you have to worry about that again against Coppell?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. You know, that what South Lake did a great job of was, you know, that they realized that our corners were going to lock them down on the outside, and they've been able to do that all year long. And instead of you know, trying to force things, they just went to the inside zone and made first downs and kept us off the field and got control of the game that way, and really did so by going fast tempo. You know, like we talked about. This is a different type offense, more like Trinity's, that can go fast, but their fast is, you know, huddling 3 yards from the ball, getting out of the huddle fast, getting in 100 different formations and trying to outnumber you. And so you got to get lined up fast. You got to be ready to go. And it's a type offense where you got to be great on first down. And you know, you get them in a second and long, you got a chance to get off the field. If you're not good on first down, it could be a long night.
Crunch time then this week, obviously at 2-2. Need the victory next week against Richland to ensure a playoff spot. Trevor Anderson now has been in charge of this team basically for the last 5 weeks, and I think he's really improved as he's done that. But last week I saw him maybe not be as good throwing the football as he has been before. You need that football through the air vertically to be able to keep that running game going.
We do. You know, it hurt us last week not having Jackson Zeladon in the lineup. He's our best vertical threat, and you know, the statistics from last week's game can be deceiving as far as the way Trevor played. I think he was 9 of 22. with 2 interceptions, but the 2 interceptions, one of them went through a receiver's hands, which was a big play in the game, and the other one came, late, one of the last plays of the game where we're just taking a shot at the end zone. And his incomplete passes, there were a couple drops, and most of his incomplete passes came in the fourth quarter when we were behind and throwing the ball more than what we normally do. And so he managed it a little bit better after we went back and looked at it than what we thought and what the statistics would say. And we're proud of the way he's been playing. I think he's done a great job of keeping his calm, and that's what makes Trevor a great asset at quarterback, is he doesn't get rattled. And he's not going to do everything right all the time, but he can get over it and go to the next play, and that's important.
Well, and that's what I wanted to bring up the point of, is that I thought he has really done a good job for this team after having spent the first part of the year playing defensively, not expecting to be behind the center. Moving on to the defensive side, I really thought the front four did a great job last week, although, as you said, statistics may not show that out with Humphrey going for 200-plus yards, but they controlled the football against Southlake in the first half.
They did. They didn't play very well in the second half, and they looked tired. And we talked about prior to the game being careful about jumping out to a lead and using a bunch of energy, celebrating and doing things outside of the football play itself, because you're going to need that energy for the fourth quarter. And I'm not too sure we did a great job of staying calm and being level-headed. I think we were really juiced up, and I think it showed in the second half. I think the defensive line did play well most of the time, but they can play a lot better than they did last week, and they're going to have to tonight.
Keys to get the victory tonight here at Buddy Eccles Field.
Well, you got to get off the field, and like we said, it comes down to being great on first down. Every yard's going to matter. They're an offense real similar to Trinity's that tries to wear you down by making first downs and then tries to big play you with play-action pass. So, secondary's got to keep their head in the game and get their eyes out of the backfield and stay on top of the play-action pass. And up front, we've got to match their intensity and their physical play, and we should be okay.
All right, that's head coach Darren Allman on the Whirlybird pregame show, or is it Whirly Ball pregame show? I'll get it right. One of these Whirly Ball coaches got it. I don't have it. All right, when we come back, we'll talk with Coppell Cowboy head coach Mike DeWitt. That's next here on Champion Sports Radio. Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship social media.
Are you looking for a way to promote your business or increase exposure? Do you just need more people to know that you're there? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games to more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. Think about it. Die-hard fans just like you tune in each and every week, giving your business unparalleled access to the community. It's the perfect way for smaller individually owned businesses to cultivate a core clientele or expand their already loyal customer base. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334, or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Back on the Whirly Ball pregame show with Coppell Cowboy head coach Mike DeWitt. And, Coach, your team comes in 4-4 on the season, 2-2 in district, just like Colleyville Heritage Panthers do. A critical game, really, for both teams.
Yeah, I think so. I think you see a lot of similarities in both ball clubs, not just in scheme, but also kind of where we're at record-wise and where we sit getting ready to hopefully move forward for a playoff run. So, yeah, this is absolutely a big game.
Tough game last week against Euless Trinity. I know you look for your team to perform better than that. What do you take from that game that you can use tonight?
Well, you know, I didn't feel like we played very well. I think Trinity played really well, and we just tried to emphasize this week to eliminate the things that we can control, like pre-snap penalties, you know, bad snaps in the red zone, some alignment issues, you know, so we just want to keep emphasizing those things and just keep getting better.
Talk about your running game. Obviously, a key to any good offense is for the running game to succeed and then hopefully open up the vertical passing game.
Yeah, our philosophy offensively is we still want to run the football, and so we're still going to keep trying to do that.
Who are the guys that are going to be able to get that done for you tonight?
Well, you know, we've got several guys that can run the football. You know, obviously Charles West, and then Brandon Rice is really playing well, and Jake Anderson is a great change of pace back, and then Parker Wilson, he's pretty versatile guy too. So look for all those guys to contribute.
On the defensive side of the ball, what do you look for from your squad?
I think to clean up some alignment issues, alignment assignment, and just we got to keep getting better defensively. And you know, this is a big game, especially for our seniors.
Key to get the victory tonight in this very tough District 7 6A.
I think it's the keys of the game are always the same for us. You know, we preach it all the time. You got to be able to run the football. You got to stop the run, ball security, and then you got to win the kicking game.
That's head coach Mike DeWitt from the Coppell Cowboys. Coach, thanks for stopping by.
You bet. Thanks.
When we come back, it'll be the kick and the starting lineups here at Buddy Eccles Field. You're listening to Colleyville Heritage Panther football on Champion Sports Radio. Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShotboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShotboxDFW.com today. ShotboxDFW.com.
Back at Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, Texas, it's the Colleyville Heritage Panthers and the Coppell Cowboys on Champion Sports Radio. Let's go down to the field for the national anthem. The pride of Coppell, Texas, the Coppell Cowboy Marching Band with the national anthem. And Chris, game is upon us. Teams come in at 2-2 in District 7-6A and 4-4 on the season. They've got a lot to prove tonight, but whoever wins tonight's game will be guaranteed a playoff position.
Yeah, we'll be definitely be guaranteed a playoff position. And the one game you want, the one group of guys you want to stay away from is you don't want to be the 4 seed coming out of District 7 6A, is because that you may come out of the District of Death, but the first round playoff game will be against the one and only Cedar Hill. So you kind of want to
the Cedar Hill.
Yeah, that'd be the
Wildcats. What are they? Longhorns.
Yeah, Longhorns.
They are the Longhorns.
Yes, they are.
How did I not know that?
The Cedar Hill Longhorns. And so that's definitely something that this is a big game for that, because if you beat Coppell right now is in 3rd place. If they beat Coppell, they move up to 3rd place, and Coppell will be fighting for that 4th place spot next week, and they may have to play Cedar Hill at probably at AT&T Stadium for that first round game. I don't know if they may play at Cowboy Stadium.
There you go, AT&T Stadium. It's the Coppell Cowboys and the Colleyville Heritage Panthers here at Buddy Eccles Field. Coppell won the toss and elected to take the football. Back deep for them, it's Charles West and number 22, Brandon Rice, to kick off for your Colleyville Heritage Panthers. It's Holden Lyons. From our right to our left, Colleyville put the ball in play, all in white. Coppell, black pants, red shirts. Down left-hand side, caught at the 5-yard line and tackled as he gets out to the 17-yard line. That's Brandon Rice by Jared Crouch on the tackle for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see, Doug, this week about this Colleyville Heritage defense. If they can hold in, they had a really, really, really good first half last week. It's the second half where they kind of fell apart. But this is going to be a test against this Coppell Cowboys running attack.
I must say, I really like the fact that we are. Sorry about that. I must say, I really like the fact that we are this close to the field because it is a lot easier to see players' numbers. Snap back, handoff, going left. That's number 1, Charles West, who actually goes west on the play, and he'll pick up about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Charles West is this team's bread and butter. This is their stud running back, and he has 125 carries for 1,079 yards on the year and 10 touchdowns. So this is their workhorse. This is the guy that they want to hit the hole and go the distance. And he has the speed that if he gets out in the open, this guy will go the distance.
Skylar Bonneau is the quarterback, the 5'11", 200-pound senior. The skill players are Josh Fink on the left wide receiver position, flanked out that way, and on the right-hand side it is Drew. Well, check that. The tight end is Drew Smith. Jake Anderson is out on the right side. Coppell comes to the line of scrimmage. Under the quarterback will be Bonneau, or under the center, excuse me. I formation behind him. Pitch coming right. Comes to West. West turns it up to the left, and he's going to get to the first down marker, just past it at the 31-yard line, and just like that, Coppell 2 plays and a first down.
Yeah, 2 plays and a first down, and this Coppell team is not a team that is going to throw the ball. They're going to want to keep it on the ground, run out the clock, and play a little bit of kind of the clock control, kind of like the Dallas Cowboys have been doing on Sundays.
Should be the last time we see Max Allen and Keandre Johnson with their pink attire as Breast Cancer Awareness Month runs out tonight. Here's a handoff up the middle that goes to the fullback. Jared Crouch again on the tackle.
Tackle made by number 24, Jared Crouch.
Jared Crouch now 2 tackles already so far, and we're just not even 2 minutes into this game. 1 on special teams and 1 here on defense.
Yeah, this Colleyville Heritage linebacker and kind of the rover and the strong safety position is going to be very key tonight because this is a very big, stout offensive line for the Coppell Cowboys. So we definitely need to get those linebackers active.
Bonneau pitches it left, but West decides to go up the middle, and he's going to be close to a first down out just past the 40-yard line. Looks like he's going to be a little short. We'll call it 3rd and 1.
This is where the Colleyville Heritage Panthers defense needs to learn how to get off the field. You got 3rd and 1. You're on the Coppell end of the field. You definitely need to try to get a stop here, get a punt, get back to your offense, and put some points on the board.
Fink is definitely going to come to the right side in this set. They hurry to the line of scrimmage from the I formation. Back to West, coming right. He's got first down yardage, and he's pushed out of bounds by Max Crosby at the 44.
Yeah, that was a really nice play by the Coppell Cowboys, going to the right side, having that kind of that lead draw, and number 75, Glenn Williams, right behind him. Yeah, I could probably run behind him. He's 6'8", 335 pounds.
One receiver to the far side. Ball marked on the near hash. From the shotgun this time, Bonneau. Snap is high. He'll hand it off to West going up the middle, and this time he's going to be shut down and pulled back after maybe a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 46.
This Colleyville Heritage defense need to get themselves off the field, to be honest with you, because remember last week when they were on the field a lot with Southlake, as the game wore on, they basically started getting tired, and you could visibly see it from the press box.
The front line, Garrett Scotch, Keandre Johnson, Jason Williams, and Max Crosby. Across the linebacking crew, it's Jacob Moore and Pelini Now, Jared Crouch, Nick Felix, Ryan Philippi, and Reed Harrison Ducrow. Here goes West, going left. They've got him tied up over there, tripped, and a nice play by Nick Felix as he takes him down, gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That's my guy Nick Felix, and he's happy this week. Because last week the guy he had a tackle was 6'5", like 225 pounds. This week you got Charles West, who's only 5'10", 185 pounds. And like I always been telling you the whole season, Nick Felix is one of the best open field tacklers as a cornerback I've ever seen.
from the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Coppell in their first long-range attempt at 3rd. Big rush. Schuyler's got time. Bonneau, and he's tackled, I believe, short of the 1st down. Maybe a half a yard. Max Crosby jumped on back like Superman cape, put him down along with Ryan Philippi.
Yeah, really nice play by Ryan Philippi from the free safety position, running up and stopping that short of the 1st down.
Schuyler Bonneau with a 6.5-yard gain, needed 7. It's going to be 4th and 1. 7:38 to go here from Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, Texas. Almost the closest game to my home in Flower Mound. Coppell to the line of scrimmage from the I formation. They'll try to sneak at quarterback. I'm not sure he made it.
I don't think he did
either. This is going to be close. The official on this
head
side.
linesman right here has got it, and he is not close at all.
Hard to tell as I'm on the 45-yard line, other side. You've got a little bit better view than I do, but I believe they're going to bring.
They gave
him the first down.
At least bring the sticks out. At least bring the sticks out. Maybe Coach Darren Allman needs to get away from the sticks because he's on it going like this, the opposite way of the Coppell Cowboys. So, yeah, at least I would have brought the sticks out.
If I can pull it up in a moment, I'll give you officials for tonight's game. Schuyler Bonneau from the shotgun. Backs on either side, looking right. Wants to go deep. Man is covered. Now he's going to throw it to him anyway. And Harrison Ducrot knows that he was beat, and he's going to give up the 15-yard penalty here as he jumps on the back of the intended receiver, Josh Fink.
Yeah, that was a very that throw took forever to get there, and the wide receiver number 8 for the
15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Weird having the official turn the other direction.
I was just going to say
as we're on the
too.
visiting side, where all the broadcasting comes from here at Buddy Eccles Field.
Don't they supposed to turn to the broadcast side?
Don't they supposed to?
I'm just saying.
We're going to send you to writing lessons in a second, pal. Don't they supposed to? Now, yes, I would like for them to, but no, they don't. They want to tell the public address announcer.
Okay.
6:52 to play. Sorry, I threw you under the bus there.
Yes, you did. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You Frisco folks. Snap back, Bonneau looking left. Got a man going deep. He'll throw it towards Felix. Felix doesn't turn around, and it's caught for a touchdown. And unfortunately, Nick Felix has himself basically schooled right there, and that was Obi Alo on the catch for the Coppell Cowboys. 2 times now. The defensive backs or the corners have been, for the most part, torched by the receivers. Don't want to see that, but he's got to turn around and try and find the football.
Yeah, Nick Felix had 2 picks last week, and it looked like that play, he was pretty much in position. All he has to do is turn around and look for the ball.
Extra point is up and good. Timeout on the field. 6:46 to play, and Coppell staked to a 7-0 lead. Back with more after this.
Many heart conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2nd, 2009, Zachary Schraw, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the #1 cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Ball's in the air, headed towards Ryan Philippi. He'll field it at the 7, right side of the field. Cuts back, got a lane. Nope, he's going to be swallowed up right there by the Coppell kick return team, but not until he gets to the 23-yard line. Nice return for Philippi, and that's where the Panthers will take over for their first offensive series.
Yeah, right now, Doug, we're going to see how Trevor Anderson bounces back from last week's second half, and I think Coach Allman before the game told us that he believes he's been playing better for 5. He's been getting better as the season has been progressing, starting out as obviously as a free safety and jumping into the quarterback role. He's been doing well for the last 5 weeks. 5
receivers into the pattern. Quick strike, far side. That looks like Nico Torres, and he'll go nowhere. Give him the reception, but unfortunately, the 2 blockers out in front not able to hold up the defensive backs, and Nico Torres is swallowed up. Give him a yard or so on the gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 24.
If he could have beat his one guy, DeMarco Corbin just killed the defensive back out there.
New set is we got 4 receivers to the near side. They'll throw it this way now. Kevin Salinas to the 25-30. Pushes his way up to the 33, almost to the 34, and the rugby scrum will stop him at the 34-yard line. Never did go down to the ground. Nice job by Kevin Salinas.
Yeah, we talked about it the last few weeks that that Darren Allman's staff is. What I like about it is every week he'll give you a formation that you've not seen any time on any of the other games. And that's pretty impressive because that's a new formation we've seen.
Wheel route coming. Corbin's got it. Got room. Gets across the 45, almost up to the 40, we'll call it the 43-yard line. He's going to be just short of a first down, but we've got a flag on the play. And we'll see what it is called shortly. The official looks the other direction.
Below the waist on the offense, number 13. 15-yard penalty for the
below the waist as our field mic must have picked up a parent down there in the front row.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Maybe
that was his dad. Who
Probably
knows?
Was.
Anyway, that's going to go for naught, and it's going to push the Panthers back to a first, and looks like it's going to go from the spot of the foul, so they're about 7 yards behind the original line of scrimmage, so we'll call it 1st and 17. Ball is spotted at the 27-yard line.
I really like that play by Chris Boyd, the offensive coordinator for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. That getting DeMarco Corbin out in space, trying to throw it outside the box. The Coppell Cowboys are pretty big up front. And if you spread them out and get them out into those open spaces, especially with a big guy like DeMarco Corbin, he could definitely take it for the distance.
Delay on the field as they figure out exactly where the ball is to be placed. It looks like they're going to now leave it at the 28-yard line. The line to gain is the 44. So if I do my math correctly, that's about 16 yards. So it'll be 1st down and 16 from that point. Colleyville has already put a 1st down on the board, but in this situation, they get sent backwards. Trevor Anderson steps back. He's going to run it right up the middle, and he really doesn't look comfortable diving into the interior line with the football.
No, he's more of one of those read option, pull it and run out to the outside type guys. He's not one that goes right down the middle, kind of like DeMarco Corbin is.
It'll be 2nd down. Give him a couple on the gain up to the 30. Line to gain is a 44, so they've got 2nd and 14. 5 receivers will go into the pattern. Into motion is Prescott. Prescott gets, the left-handed throw is behind the receiver, Jackson Zeladon. Nope, that was Camden Arnold, number 9. Hard to tell the difference between the 9 and the 8 on the white jersey.
Yeah, because it kind of crunches up in the front.
Well, and it's significantly smaller on the front of the jersey than the back. Or am I just mistaken?
You're just mistaken, I believe.
I don't know. It looks bigger on the back. Needless to say, 3rd down and 14. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. In the backfield by himself is Anderson. Snap back, looking left, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and that would have been completed to Camden Arnold. but it's going to be 4th and 14, and I believe Bodish is going to come out to punt. That was A.J. Stover-Grant with the big paw up to knock it down for the Coppell Cowboys. I guess that would be a gun instead of a paw if you're a Cowboy.
Yeah, probably a gun rather, but we don't want any guns in the school
That's right,
system,
it is.
It's a paw.
It's a paw. We'll go with that.
Okay, we'll go with paw.
Bodish for his first punt tonight. 4:49 to go here. Down by 7 are the Panthers. Ball is snapped back. High snap, but it's picked up Bodish, and he kicks this one off the side of his foot. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So we'll go from the 34 to the 48. It's about 25 yards on the kick, and it was a 4.06 hang time. So one of the unfortunate poor kicks of the year for Stephen Bodish, and Coppell will start off on their side of the football field at the 47. Well, now they move it up a yard to the 48. Officials trying to figure out where the ball goes. I thought I saw it go out at the 48, and I was surprised they marked it at the 47.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bodish. I know. Here's the deal: the wind is blowing from the north to the south. When we were down there, it kind of goes from the north to the south, but it kind of goes from east-west. So it kind of blows from behind our press box on the visiting side towards the kind of the southwest side of the end zone. So the wind would have been at his back on that punt. Now 4:06 hang time. It was a high punt. It just didn't go length.
Bonneau back in at quarterback. He'll hand off. West going up the middle, and he's caught by Max Allen. Nice play by Allen and Pelini now to pull him down, and he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, really nice play by the Colleyville Heritage defense, breaking through the Coppell offensive line. It seemed like there was probably about 4 or 5 guys that were in the backfield, almost took the handoff from Bonneau to West.
2nd and 10. Ball spotted again at the 48, just over the 48-yard line, about the 48.5. Coming up on 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 1, live from Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, Texas. From the shotgun, Bonneau fakes the handoff, looking right, got a man, and it's caught. Number 11, Reed Harrison DeCrow, wraps him up, but not before a almost 15-yard gain, and that was the junior 6'2", 195 wide receiver, Obialo, who has the only catch for a touchdown tonight, and that was about the 36-yard variety.
Yeah, Reed Harrison DeCrow probably gave him a little bit too much space in front of him, and couldn't break on the ball fast enough to knock the ball out of Obialo's hands.
Easy for you to say. Handoff inside to the fullback, who's going to go forward for about 5 yards. That's number 30. Senior Parker Wilson, the 5'11", 205-pound running back, headed to the Air Force Academy.
There's a lot of guys on this team. I was looking through all the different places the Colleyville or the Coppell Cowboys were going, and there's like 4 or 5 guys going to the Air Force Academy. So apparently there must be a really good recruiting station here in the city of Coppell.
Front line is Connor Williams, Colin Jacks, Luke McBride, Glenn Williams, and Big Jordan Murray, 6'10", 354. Goodness gracious. Back to throw. They've got him. Fumble! Oh, and it goes right back to the quarterback. And who was that? 45. Nice job. That's Pelini now. Backside blitz. And a loss of 15 yards. Back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from there.
I thought I was gonna get that like Pelini now, right now, out of you, but I guess not this week, huh?
If he'd have taken it to the house, you would have gotten that from me.
Yeah. You write all those down?
I do. I save them in a file and recall them instantly. 3rd and, well, they got to get to Denton County from here. About 20, we'll call it 20 yards. And we've got a whistle. So we have a timeout. Coppell doesn't like what they see. Mike DeWitt calls a timeout. We'll be back on Champion Sports Radio after this timeout.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Coppell Cowboys lead the Colleyville Heritage Panthers 7-0. 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go from Buddy Eccles Field. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch. And so far, Chris, it's been, for the most part, offensively dominated here in the first quarter by the Coppell Cowboys.
Yeah, definitely the time of possession by the Coppell Cowboys. I wouldn't say dominated, because when you think dominated in the first quarter, you're thinking they have like 21 points on the board. Now there's still 2 minutes left in the first quarter, so big third down play.
Snap back to Bonneau, looking right, got a man. Short of the first down is West, but he's still on his feet, and he gets back just past the original line of scrimmage. Took a little bit of bass out of me right there.
Yeah, I was trying to get your microphone closer to your mouth.
Well, it is, but now I think
you got to adjust it.
I sound a little bit
There's
better.
a way
I'm not
to
so
put
tinny.
it. Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Better now?
I feel better about it.
Do you feel better about it?
I do.
Okay.
Fourth down and the better part of 8 yards, and Coppell is going to go for it. How do you like a guy 6'10"?
Well, because the reason they're going for it is because if they
354.
punt, it's going to be a 12-yard net if he punts it in the end zone.
Bonneau back to pass.
Oh, that's
out.
how is that not a?
And there's a completion and a first down.
There should have been a hold on the center, Luke McBride, who's the son of the running back coordinator, Mike McBride, and number 40 for the Colleyville Heritage, Trevor Kleckner, came through the middle. And all I see him, he's running through the middle. Next thing you know, he stopped and get his body turned totally around because he got that nice little claw in there for a hold, and the referee didn't see it.
First down. Motion from Obialo. He'll stop on the right side. They'll pitch it to West coming right. Got a few blocks. He turns it up at the 20 to the 15. Sticks out an arm, and he's pulled down by Reed Harrison Ducrow and Nick Felix at the 24-yard line, just short of the first down by a couple yards. 38 seconds to go here in quarter number 1.
I've seen Charles West play a few games his first 2 years on the varsity, his sophomore and junior year, and he's one of those guys that when he's running, he's very elusive, and next thing you know, he'll just break it on you, and next thing it's like waving
You
goodbye. Got to be careful with these sweep runs.
I formation. They'll go left this time to West. Nowhere to run, but he gets through, and he's going to score. On cue with Chris Beam's commentary. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, spins back to his right, and goes untouched into the end zone, and it's a 14-0 game. Colleyville's defense is back on its heels right now.
Yeah, Charles West, I'm telling you, I mean, there's 3 schools right here looking at him that I have in front of me. Texas Tech, Kansas State, and Arkansas. All right, so it's not like, Northern Illinois or some smaller type school. You're looking.
And that hits the post. That's the goalie's best friend right there.
Sorry.
That's all right. The kick off the foot of Tyler Smith hits the left upright, does not go through, and Fortunate saves a point for the Heritage Panthers, who now trail 9 seconds to go in the first quarter by 13 to the home Coppell Cowboys, who it's senior night here in Coppell. Last home game of the year for them.
Looks like the Coppell Cowboy, whatever they're Cowboys, they're little spirit guys that run the flags, have figured out how to spell Coppell. The first time they ran out, it was COPEPLL.
I believe
that's how
right.
It was.
I like the video board here, by the way.
Yeah,
I haven't looked at it till now, but now that I see big Anamia's Tex-Mex sign on it.
Well, you would love Anamia's Tex-Mex. That's probably why you like the board.
Absolutely, of course. I have to start looking for replays there. 13-0.
This is probably the second biggest board you're going to see this year.
Are you saying that we're going to make it to AT&T Stadium?
Well, hopefully.
Well, all right. And thanks to our good friends doing the home broadcast, Ted Emmerich and Brian brought us, we actually have 90 seconds between scores and kickoffs.
So nice.
It's a beautiful thing that they get the officials to cooperate with radio, although we didn't take a break right there, but that's okay.
I think Ted Emmerich goes in there and greases the palm and give him an extra couple bucks before the game. You know, the referees always go for slip them a 20. You know, they're only making 100 for the game, so you slip them a 20, you can get an extra 90 seconds after a touchdown.
Tyler Smith moves forward. He'll put his right foot into this one. Low line drive kick coming down at the 7-yard line to Ryan Philippi. Turns back. Ooh, and if he gets by the first tackler, he might have taken it to the house, but he was tackled, and that was number 5 for Coppell. Josh Malumba on the tackle.
Mark my words, the way he's catching those balls, Ryan Philippi is running forward when he's catching those balls, so he's getting a running start. He's going to break one of these tonight because that coverage, I mean, if he didn't get the shoestring tackle by the Coppell special teams player, Ryan Philippi would have taken that one to the house, and he was on a dead sprint when he hit that line.
Yeah, the only bad thing about him receiving means that Coppell has scored. Of course, Colleyville will get the ball to start the second half.
That's what I was hoping for.
Snap back, and it's kicked into the line of scrimmage, and this is going to go as a turnover. Number 40 for the Cowboys, that's Austin Hansen on the recovery. It was a low snap right back to the feet of Trevor Anderson, who kicked it back into the line of scrimmage. And just like that, the Coppell Cowboys are back in business at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, turnovers will definitely kill you in any sort of football, high school, JV, 9th grade, doesn't matter. Turnovers will kill you, and that definitely kills you, especially when they get that ball on the 23-yard line of the Colleyville Heritage Panthers, and especially with a guy like Charles West at running back.
Well, and you're trying to keep your defense off the field, and you gave them an 8-second break.
First down, Cowboys.
The right side of the line is 6'8" and 6'10" for a total of 689 pounds. They aren't going to go that way. Pass up the middle, wide open receiver, nobody there to cover him, completely blown coverage, and it's a touchdown for the Coppell Cowboys from 23 yards out. That's Parker Wilson.
Yeah, Parker Wilson, the fullback. I don't know if he kind of lined up in a wing position, and nobody covered him. I mean, I didn't see anybody even go his direction.
That was mounted to a 1-second drive because there was only 1 second left on the clock. So in 9 seconds, Coppell has put 13 points on the board, and they lead it now 19-0. Timeout on the field. We will take a break with them and be back after this. Point of Origin Design.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Extended timeout. We switch ends of the field. Second quarter will start, and Coppell will kick off to your Colleyville Heritage Panthers, leading it 20-0. Is that DeMarco Corbin back deep?
Yes, DeMarco Corbin is back deep.
Can't even see his number, but I can just tell by the shoes. So, wonder if something's happened to Ryan Philippi. This one goes into the end zone. Corbin will down it there, and Colleyville will take over at the 25-yard line.
He probably needs to rest because he needs to go out there because he's key to this defense. He's kind of he's a team captain, and he kind of can help control the back end of the defense.
Well, or the other side of that is he's standing right there by the huddle. I thought maybe they would put him on the field, and he is on the field. They're going to use him on the offensive side to try and get back into this football game.
Hike the ball right now.
5 receivers will go into the
hike it right now
field. He'll get the ball now. Phillippe tips it to himself, and no. I noticed a slick football earlier when we were down on the field and a couple of balls came our way.
That was, yeah, but that was...
Phillippe gets that. It was a little bit of a high throw from Trevor Anderson, but he does his best volleyball.
I would definitely...
Wait. Turn up Shepard's mic real quick. What's the libero? Is that right in volleyball?
Yes, sir.
He does his best libero. Shepard Branch joining us here on the broadcast. Everybody's part of the broadcast here in the booth tonight. Here's a fake inside. Trevor Anderson's got it, and he's going to go for a yard or two, and he'll be stopped there. The Colleyville offense is running in mud right now.
Yeah, they definitely need to get a spark. Maybe a deep ball to Zeladon would help him stretch the field a little bit.
I'm always surprised that they don't roll Trevor Anderson more to his predominant throwing side, which is the left side, to try and give him a chance to either run or throw and really make the defense work harder. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Snap back, blitz coming. Anderson is going to run. He's got room, 35-40, and he will be pulled down at the 40-yard line, but not after a first down and a gain of 15 yards for the senior quarterback.
Yeah, he's a much better runner like that rather than take the ball and run into a pile. When the pile comes around him, what happened?
Well, we got a flag, and I believe that is going to go on one of the Colleyville Heritage. May have been Trevor Anderson. I'm going to assume this is a language situation. DeMarco Corbin is furious, so he must have picked up the foul, and they may have just thrown him out of the game. I believe they just ejected him.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 27. 15-yard penalty.
Nope, they did not eject him, but they certainly called the unsportsmanlike conduct on DeMarco Corbin, who's still furious on the sideline.
And it looks like I'm looking down here. Coach Allman's down there talking to him. He's trying to explain himself to Coach, and I don't know. I know some rules. I don't know all the rules, but when it comes to high school, especially with getting like an unsportsmanlike conduct, do you have to sit out a play after unsportsmanlike conduct?
I think that's just a matter of he's sitting down because Allman doesn't want him in the game right now. Snap back, handoff to Bernie going left. Now coming back to the right. Nice cut by the diminutive running back, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage as Coppell is pretty much bringing the house right now with the inept passing attack for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers at this point in the game.
Yeah, they really need to stretch the field, because right now, like you said, that they are basically piling the line of scrimmage, putting five men in the box, and then just blitzing every play. They're going to blitz again right here.
2 receivers to each side. Snap back, and they're going to wheel it out right-hand side to Corbin. DeMarco Corbin to the 30, past the 37, and tackled out of bounds at the 38. And just like that, another first down for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers.
I was surprised on the penalty. Sometimes they'll give you the first down.
They should have done that and then taken the penalty, and they didn't do that. And that benefits Colleyville right here with the first down.
I was thinking that.
Anderson going left, and he's going to slide down as he's got nowhere to go. He loses about a yard on the play. But you're right. The penalty was post the first down, but they marked it off from the line of scrimmage and left it as first down. They should have made it a first down, moved the chains, and then marked off the penalty.
That's correct, because it was a post-play penalty. Okay, so that last play, the last play that the Colleyville Heritage run with that rollout by Trevor Anderson. Watch him come back with that and then throw off of that play.
Double reverse. Salinas going back to the left. He's got 3 men to beat and loses 3 yards. And, you know, that goes back to essentially the start of this season. That play has absolutely done nothing.
Okay, so I'm watching Trevor Anderson on the play. So he pitches the ball off to Corbin, and when Salinas comes around, so Trevor Anderson's job is to block number 91, A.J. Stover Grant, who's 6'1", 195 pounds. He's a junior defensive end, and he goes to block him. and A.J. Stover just totally just throws him out of the way and goes after the ball carrier.
Snap back, 3rd and 13, setting up a screen. It's caught. Corbin's got it. Blocks up in front. If he uses them right, he may get to the first down, and he's going to be tackled about 3 yards short at the 46-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 3 from there, and down by 20 with 9:28 to go in the second quarter. You've got to expect that Darren Allman is going to go for it, and he will.
Yeah, you definitely have to go for it because you need to get some spark into this offense and try to score some points to keep up with the Coppell Cowboys.
And they snap back into a punt formation. Anderson shanks it off of his foot, and this one's going to go for, it gets a good bounce. Lucky for him. Down to the 28-yard line. So we'll call that about a 22-yard punt for Trevor Anderson, and Coppell will take over there with a 20-point lead. We will be back after this timeout in a moment.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship social media.
Coppell comes to the line. Snap goes back to the quarterback. He'll pitch it to the right-hand side, and it's number 2 for Coppell. That's the quarterback, Skylar Bunnell. Now, he pitched it back. That had to have been West he gave it to, and he goes forward for a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted right at the 30. 8:33 to go in the second quarter, and Coppell leads it by 20 to nothing over York Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Junior running back number 22, Brandon Rice on that last carry. Fake to Rice. Skylar Burnow's got it up the middle, and he's going to be close to a first down. No, he'll come up about 2 yards short to the 36. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Coppell Cowboys there, coming up on 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, really nice play by Jason Williams chasing Bonneau down the field to make that tackle. You know, we always talk about how Jason Williams always ends up with the ball carrier underneath him no matter where he's at, if it's at the line of scrimmage or even down the field.
Colleyville's got 9 men in the box. They're coming after him. Snap is back. If he gets away, he's going to score, but he does not. He's buried, and that's a loss. It's going to be a loss of maybe 1.5 yards back to the 35. It'll be 4th down and 3 for the Coppell Cowboys. And we'll have to see if Coach Mike DeWitt decides they will. They will go for it again. They will not punt.
Apparently their punter must have been in the JV game last night because he's not probably not in uniform down there. They don't believe in punting here.
Not sure about
when you're up
that.
20 to nothing, you're just kind of
Bernardo
like,
Rodriguez Palacios is the punter. He's a sophomore. Snap back to Bonneau, and Bonneau will kick it. Touche, the quick kick. This one hits at the 25. Rolls down through to just inside the 16, and it'll be downed at the 16-yard line by the senior running back, Parker Wilson.
Skylar Bonneau probably just looked over at the Colleyville Heritage bench and told Trevor Anderson, now that's how you do a quick kick punt.
And I would agree with that. That was a much better quick kick than what, unfortunately, Trevor Anderson was able to produce. 6:52 to go, and
boy, there's some
serious music going on the big board.
That's probably the
Grace Point Coppell Church. So a nice church advertisement. It was
loud.
Look at that. You can even be on TV if you're a student in the student section. Very nice.
I told you that it wasn't to be a sellout tonight because it's a nice Halloween.
Yeah.
Appreciate you dressing up as a broadcaster tonight.
Well, I actually forgot that it was Halloween. The Carrie goes to Darko. That's what I should call him, Darko instead of DeMarco. DeMarco Corbin for about a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7. Last year when I did this, I had Halloween music.
Doug Branch dresses up as Brad Sham.
I did. Well, I'd have to have a suit on then,
You have to
wouldn't I?
wear a hat. No.
And a hat?
No, just what you're wearing in a hat. Actually, you have to have a University of Missouri pullover on.
And then I'd have to be able to say, and he walks the dog.
We were trying to figure out what that means the other day. So
I don't know. It's got to be somebody who likes dogs. That's all I can tell you. I got a cat, so that doesn't do very well for me.
Yeah, walk the what?
Yeah. There's a snap back, whistles blow. We've got motion on the far side. This is going to back up the Panthers 5 yards. Jackson Zeladon, who was out last week with an injury, back this week, is caught for moving too quickly on the far side. 5:53 to go. As interesting, the clock continues to run with the penalty. Not sure if they realize that the clock is running, but down. Maybe it's the 20-point rule. If you're down by 20, they just continue to roll the clock because the ball should be dead right now.
Well, we heard a couple of weeks ago when we were at Grapevine that the Grapevine was killing a team so bad that they ran the clock and put them at like 6 minutes.
Anderson's got it. Here's a crackback block. Nice job by Justin Toberny. Sets Anderson free for, we'll give him 14 yards on the carry, out to the 29-yard line, and a Coppell, or check that, a Colleyville Heritage first down.
Yeah, really nice job by little Justin Toberny. He's not really little. He's more bigger in the legs.
I love the word, though, the diminutive one.
Yes, the diminutive one. Whatever.
Say that one more time.
I'm not going at it.
Snap back, Trevor Anderson. There's a reason why you're in the video business, right? Me too.
Yes.
Anderson is swallowed up. Give him 3 yards on the carry. The second down and 7. The tackle by number 35 for Coppell. That's Tyler Hopkins, the 5'11", 205-pound senior.
Remember,
I mean,
the notes say here that his 40 won't blow you away, but he's always around the ball.
That's good. I saw that too.
I'm gonna have to ask the author of that quote what the hell it means.
What does that mean?
We always have fun here, no question about it. There's another carry, no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Actually, that's got to be shorter than 8 yards. Look how far the 3 is away from the down marker. That's at least a good 10 feet. But anyway, that's what they've got. 3rd and 7 now on the board. Back for the snap. Anderson looking left. Got a man breaking open. Well, check that. And there's a penalty flag. They held him. I think there was a hold. Yeah. Zeladon broke inside and had 2 guys basically standing in his way. And I think they're going to get the penalty on a hold.
I always like to see the DB because the DB for the Coppell Cowboys over there is I'm trying to get the number. I think it's number, is it 16 or 10 on the far side over there, Doug?
There's the binoculars.
Jeez, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Okay, it is 16. Bryce Van Mullen and what he was.
One more time with that name, please.
No. So Bryce was saying that the ball was overthrown, right? He's doing the uncatchable, and I'm like, well, because you were holding him, that's probably why it was uncatchable.
Bryce Van Mullen.
I should know this because I know his dad.
Really?
Yeah, his dad is the president of the CYFA.
Ah, very nice. That would be the Coppell Football Association?
Yeah, Coppell Youth Football Association.
Oh, CYFA. I'm sorry.
Coppell Youth Football Association.
I'm used to CYA.
CYA?
Yeah.
What's CYA?
Cover your acne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it.
All right. Back to football. 2nd down and 4. Colleyville still driving from the 47. Those of you who are at home, tweet him at Beam09. Or what is it, Beamer09?
It's Beamer09, and you got
fumble. Was that on the handoff or the snap?
It was on the snap. When the ball hit Trevor Anderson's hands, he didn't like catch it softly. He almost like stopped it. So when it hit his hands, it fell straight down to the ground. Lucky DeMarco Corbin, who was supposed to take the handoff, didn't overrun it this time and dropped on the ball.
This calls for another screen play to DeMarco Corbin, 3rd and 7. Snap is back. They'll just hand it off to him going left. He's got 1st down yardage and a nice 8-yard gain. all the way across midfield, and the first time, I believe, if I'm correct, that Colleyville has been in Coppell territory. Ball's marked at the 46. 2:58 to go here in the quarter. If they can score here and get it back to a 13-point game, for as bad as they have played here in the first half, very manageable.
Yeah, these two offenses have kind of been similar to the Trinity game, it feels like.
Zeledon's got it on the sweep to the wide receiver coming from the far side, and he really only gets about a couple yards on the play. These sweeps and double reverses and have not really worked.
We need the sweep pass, because we haven't seen that this year. We need the sweep pass.
But if you can get Trevor Anderson quickly out on the edge, if they can control that left edge, he can run. Here's a handoff inside to DeMarco Corbin. It looks like he's taking a leisurely stroll through the park, but he does gain 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think he was trying to follow Nick Walters, the junior left tackle on the play. He kind of got behind him and put his hand, kind of what we saw last week at against Southlake, how the running back would put his hand on the back of the blocker and kind of push his way a little bit and just stay behind him and see who that guy can knock out of the way.
3rd and 5. Anderson runs to his left. Now he'll throw, and guess what? Nobody's there.
Well, the good thing about that play was he threw it away because he was had a little pressure coming down on him, and a 4th and 5 looks a lot better than if he would have been sacked. It would have been a 4th and 10. So smart play by Trevor Anderson. Let's see if they can pick up the first down.
Timeout on the field. We'll get to that when we come back. 1:36 to go in the second quarter, and Coppell leading your Colleyville Heritage Panthers by 20 points. Back in a moment.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Back at Buddy Eccles Field, 1:36 to go in quarter number 2. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch, and special guest at halftime. We'll let you know who that is coming up in a moment. Back, 4th down and 4. Anderson to throw, looking left, got a man wheeling, caught! Nice job, DeMarco Corbin, and he's inside the 10-yard line. And if the defender turns around, it's an interception going the other way, but a beautiful pass from Trevor Anderson.
And like I said, all year long, DeMarco Corbin is a very elusive guy out of the backfield in those pass patterns. He gets lost a little bit. And when he's running on the field, he doesn't throw his hands up to catch the ball. He kind of just gingerly strolls and catches the ball.
It's a handoff coming right. Corbin's got the corner to the 5. He does not try to cut back. Puts his hand in the face of the defensive back. That's Drew McAdams, and McAdams says, oh, no, sir, you may think you're big, but I'm pushing you out of bounds after a gain of only 2 yards, so it'll be marked at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Remember, never trust.
I don't know why so Coach Allman is coming down here, and he's saying that it was forward progress, so they had the guy wound the clock. Okay, even though he's pushed back, he was trying to get out of bounds. So Darren Allman's down talking to the head linesman because the clock was running. He didn't want to have to use a timeout because it should have been Of course, it wasn't a first down. Well, he wanted to get out of bounds, so he wound the clock. So he wanted to see if
he was saying that forward progress was stopped on the field of play, and then even though they went out of bounds, they weren't going to blow it.
Right, exactly. They weren't going to blow the clock dead. He wants the seconds. I'm just trying to.
No, I understand. I think myself and the rest of the listeners are all trying to follow. So coming up at halftime, from if he's going to stick around, are we going to get a head shake that you'll stick around here? All right, he is. Nick Eaton from the Dallas Cowboys, writes for DallasCowboys.com. Going to talk to us about a new book that he has coming up, talking about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Texas in the fall. Has something to do with an oblique object with pigskin all over it. And now we've got a timeout on the other side, so not even a chance to run a play. So real quick, where's the headsets for Nick? Let's get a little tease on this with 51 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And I remind you that it's Nick Eaton from Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Eatman, I'm sorry.
Eatman, come on.
Sorry.
What did I say, Eaton?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's what I was doing. I was eating earlier.
You were eating. Anyway, welcome to the broadcast. And pretty cool book that you've got going, talking about not only high school football, but college football and pro football. Friday to Sunday in Texas in the fall.
That's exactly it. It's something that I'm working on this fall. And, last year I found myself going to a lot of Plano football games. I know some people on the staff there. I wrote a book on the Baylor head coach, Art Briles, and so I was at a lot of Baylor games. And, of course, with my job being with the Cowboys, I go to all their games. So last year I tried to make it recreational. This year I was like, you know what, let's write a book on it.
All right, we'll talk about more with Nick Eatman at halftime. Snap back. They go muscle, right side. Touchdown to Oh, no, they boy, how does he not get in?
I really thought
big kid like that. How does he get turned around?
I was going to be a good luck charm if they score a touchdown the first time I'm in.
I honestly thought they did score a touchdown.
Now they're going to go heavy left this time. Now they come heavy. It's a triple coming right. Snap back, fumbled. Oh no. Oh goodness. What did we call that last week? Jumbo.
It's jumbo.
Jumbo.
That's what I was going jumbo. That's big.
Oh, I thought you were doing gorilla or
something.
It's
jumbo. They had all their big guys in. Tank Johnson and Jason Williams were in the game with. It looked like Eric Scotch.
No, how about Garrett? Hey, it's only game number 8 on the season, 9 on the season. You think you'd know him by now.
He got it back. He did get it back.
He said
fumble, but still looks like
he got the
4th
ball
and
back.
5.
Back to 4th and 5, Nick. So talk about the experience. What is first off, the title? Do you have a title, a working title yet?
Yeah, I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Texas. Pretty basic.
Well, did I just come up with that? Do I get some sort of...
Pretty close.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I didn't say in Texas.
Yeah,
but I like that.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Texas, and really the premise of it is, the stages are different, the lights are different, the players, the size, and all that. The problems they have are different, but when they get under center and they run the ball to the right side, and it's all the same.
All football.
The goal's the same, and for these kids, whether you're Tony Romo, Bryce Petty, or Brooks Panhands, a quarterback for Plano, when they get under center, their goal's the same.
See, now I thought you were making that name up, Bruce Panhands.
Brooks Panhands.
He's a legitimate character.
Yeah. This is his first game back last week against Plano. So Plano, Baylor, and the Cowboys, and there are a lot of ties, former Baylor players, former Cowboy players, all that.
And lots of history from Plano senior high school football. So we'll get into more of that at halftime. We got about 23 seconds. It's going to be jumbo right. DeMarco Corbin's got the ball in the backfield, and Coppell calls another timeout. This may be a record. We've had 4 timeouts in the span of about 30 seconds. Can you not hear me?
Sounds so much better.
Why didn't you say something
about 10 minutes
ago?
I was just trying to tell you. No, I was just telling you now because you always move the mic around.
I do. Well, because I feel like I'm going to eat it.
Well, eat it.
They got pizza over there. If you're hungry, well, they got food.
Comedian Nick Eatman here on the staff today.
I cry every time I talk to Nick.
Why?
Well, because he's always busting jokes. He's a pretty funny guy.
Okay. So have we been good so far then? Have you enjoyed some of the...
some of the jokes are pretty bad. There have been some bad ones. that
Bad
you guys have
jokes?
thrown out there. A
Yeah.
little bit, but it's okay. That's part of it, though. You know what? We're going to
Man.
be here all.
God,
Some of
now,
them are good.
now we got a joke critiquer.
No,
It's
you,
okay.
you can't have them all.
They're either good or bad. You're
They're
right.
either good or bad, that's
Most
true.
jokes aren't. If they're marginal, they weren't good at all.
Keep them coming. You're
Just
going to be
keep
here
them
all
coming.
day.
Yep.
All
Just keep
right.
them coming.
Cowboys news and events. Check out their website at
Now, how many games have you gone to so far for the fall?
Oh, well, total games.
You're trying to get to 50.
trying
I
to get
heard.
to just 50 football games total, but for the book, probably around 35 or something like that. But yeah, my goal is to get to 50 football games.
All right, jumbo right. DeMarco Corbin's got it. He's got room, and he does not have a touchdown. Should have followed the blockers, but didn't do it.
Yeah,
And
definitely. Yeah, he definitely.
Fourth down, he gets hit on the knee. He's upset, but he did not follow his blockers. They got outside. They were able to cut him off before he got to the edge, and Coppell is going to take over. And just like that, Colleyville had a chance to try and get back into this football game before the half, and it's spoiled by a number of Coppell timeouts and some good defense.
See, I'll take you back to DeMarco Corbin. Probably, when he almost got into that one play into the end zone. Earlier in the season, you remember the Lake Highlands game when he had two that he reached for the end zone.
And fumbled the football.
And fumbled the football twice in the same game. And Coach Jaron Allman said that he's one of those guys that you don't even have to say anything to because he's one of those perfectionists when it comes to the football player. And I wonder if that kind of creeps in his head when he's running for the end zone that last play.
Not sure. I mean,
You know
with
what I'm
him
saying?
getting
Is
that
like
close to the
he's
goal
throwing
line,
it
I
out
would
there.
love for him to
Just-
lower the shoulder and run somebody over, and he got his body turned east-west instead of keep going north-south. The clock runs out here in the first half. Not a good one for your Colleyville Heritage Panthers, who are 2-2 in district, and if they're not able to come back and win this, will have to win at Richland next week. Coming up next, it's the Jason Ridley Agency halftime show. That's next here on Champion Sports Radio. Back after this, well, I would say brief timeout, but we got a good break coming up. Back in a moment.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Do you need a boost in exposure? Want to reach local, community-minded folks with information about your business? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games for more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. It's also a way for your business to give back to the community by helping all these well-deserving student-athletes get some recognition for their accomplishments. The cost simply can't be beat for the effect it will have. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and best of all, it provides an opportunity for the best advertisement of all, word of mouth. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334, or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow at Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship social media.
Time for Buddy. We're all having lip problems tonight. Buddy Ecclesfield here in Coppell, Texas, alongside Chris Beam. I'm Doug Branch, and joining us now at halftime, it's Nick Eatman, who is with DallasCowboys.com. We talked about it briefly before the half started. His new book, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Texas. I guess the first three parts of that title, and then the in Texas I didn't have, but I like the title anyway.
Pretty basic, and you got it.
Yeah.
You're trying to get to 50 football games. Where are you at right now?
I think this, and I'm this one right
here.
You're
counting this one, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely. If I watch any play, I'm counting it. But yeah, I mean, I think 30. This is like 35 for me, so I should be in good shape. We getting the rest of the Cowboy season, going to Baylor tomorrow, Baylor, Kansas tomorrow. So
now, how does the little trip over the pond with the Cowboys cost you a couple of games? Or are you going to be able to maybe even pick up a game or two over there that's not in Texas?
He's going to go football game.
I don't know about that one, but yeah, it's going to cost me a little bit, but that's okay. Just Baylor, Oklahoma, just a
But that was at Oklahoma,
just the game of the year. But whatever. No, but it'll be fun. I've already missed Baylor TCU when we were in Seattle, and I'm really upset by that. So is Beam.
But but I was in my hotel room just screaming at the TV.
I could probably hear it.
So I'm assuming that only having known you for just a short time, but there's a little satirical part of you that likes to maybe have a little fun in your books, or are these serious?
Well, I mean, no.
And I say books because you've written more than this one you're on.
The first one with Art Briles,
right.
Of course, the Baylor head coach, and just able to write his story, and it's a remarkable one. And so I was really had the fortune, good fortune to do that. It would just be associated with him, and so there's some parts in it that are funny, and but yet if you know the story, there's some sad moments in there as well. But just the way he picked himself up off the mat after losing his parents in a tragic car wreck when he was 20 years old, and then said, you know what, I'm going to honor them. I'm going to be a head coach, and I'm going to make them proud of me, and he's certainly done that. So it was a great experience for me to write that book, and it led me to a second one, which has come out recently. It's called If These Walls Could Talk. Dallas Cowboys stories, just a collection of stories I've been with the Cowboys now 15 years, so just a lot of little stories. Some of them are pretty lighthearted, some of them are pretty serious as well, but for the most part, it's just some fun moments there.
And it's not always the walls talking at Valley Ranch. There's a lot of talking that goes on amongst people there.
Yeah.
So I mean, you say
talking
if these walls can talk.
Yeah.
Talking in practice.
Yeah, we had some issues today.
Issues today at practice.
Yeah. So it's not as juicy maybe as the title makes it sound like. It's going to be Jerry Jones's private secrets or anything like that. But I mean,
those have all been revealed already.
Yeah. I bet all of them haven't. But I think it for the most part it is pretty good.
I haven't read the second book. I do have it. I'm gonna.
You're in it.
I know, and that's why I need to read it, because
you're in the book and you haven't read it yet.
Well, there's a story.
There's a story about me in the book.
So we definitely have to have Nick come on the motor coach trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's gonna be
you missed out on that.
There'll be a book about that.
Yeah.
The one that I'm in is the Quincy Carter when he got cut. at training camp back in 2004. I found out about it from a source inside the organization. I talked to my boss, and I'm like, hey, we're cutting Quincy Carter. And they're like, well, grab a camera and go shoot it. So I'm like, sure. So I grab a camera, run over there at training camp, and one of the guys comes out and says, he's pretty mad. You probably don't want to be here when he comes out of his hotel room. And I said, okay, so where do you want me to be? He's like, I don't care, just don't be here. So I said, okay, I'm going to go hide in those bushes right over there. Yep. So it was me in the bushes shooting Quincy Carter eating a bowl of cereal.
Got the footage of him going to his car. I don't know what kind of cereal it was, but we went back to the archives of the Cowboys video library and found the footage of Quincy Carter eating a bowl of cereal while getting cut by Coach Bill Parcells. Yep.
Really? So he was eating the cereal kind of as Parcells was telling him that we don't need you here anymore.
Yeah, certainly wasn't Lucky Charms, I can tell you that. Couldn't have been.
Or for that matter, Captain Crunch.
His last meal, apparently. They're like, we're going to pay for this.
Wow.
And
now, was that before or after Randy Galloway bailed him out of jail?
Right. And there's a story about Kevin Ogletree getting put in jail just because of parking tickets, and Tony Romo went up and bailed him out of jail. So
we got some good teammates now.
But here's something funny is because that story, we found out about it because one of the guys that we work with goes, hey, who drives a silver Mercedes or something like that? And then it was like, why? Is because the Irving Police Department or the Coppell Police Department has him over here, has it pulled over.
That's his own fault. He didn't have his own driver's license for a couple of years. So.
And he had some parking tickets.
All right.
All right,
halftime rolls on. We'll be back and talk a little bit more with Nick Eaton.
It's a lot better than the other halftimes we do.
Oh, no, I love this stuff because this is stuff that I sometimes get to live but never get to really hear about.
Yeah, so we'll go to
But
a break.
if I'm in a book, then that may be a bucket list thing for me, Nick. I'm going to hang around with you more often. It's the Jason Ridley Agency halftime show from Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell. Back after this, the Cowboys lead 20-0 over your Colleyville Heritage Panthers.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be three things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute. Online at gdyo.org/jazz.
It's halftime here at Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell. The band's out on the field. It'll be an extended halftime as it is senior night here for the Coppell Cowboys, their last home game of the season. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch. And big thanks to Nick Eatman for stopping by and chatting with us. Always good stories about the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't care how much high school football goes on around here on a Friday night.
But here's the
you
thing:
can never hear enough.
if you're listening to us sitting in the stands,
bushes with a camera,
yeah,
I'm bothered now. That was a bad visual image.
No, here's the thing: is Quincy Carter was not really. Some guys you kind of know when it's like you could be, he kind of knows the business, going to get cut. But Quincy Carter probably wasn't that guy.
He just didn't have any idea.
He had no idea.
That was funny. He wasn't eating Lucky Charms.
He was not eating Lucky Charms. I can guarantee you that. That right there is Nick Eatman for you. What would be a good
cereal to get fired for?
Huh?
What would be a good cereal to be eating when you're getting fired?
I don't know. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't know. That's what I used to.
get fired?
No, I never.
Job?
No.
All right. Well, it's halftime. Unfortunately, the Panthers trail by 20 points. The home Coppell Cowboys lead it 20-0, and so far it has been not bad necessarily offense in the second half or the second quarter or the second half of the second quarter for Colleyville, but they get to the doorstep and not able to finish it off as the half comes to an end.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate because that was that's a huge play because the Colleyville Heritage Panthers are going to get the ball the second half. You go down by 13, you come out, you get the ball, drive down the field, score a touchdown. Next thing you know, you're down by 7, and now it's game on.
Yeah, no, and that's what I said. I was a little surprised that DeMarco Corbin did not get into the end zone. It looked like he was right on the doorstep, and had he just lowered that shoulder and said, I'm going to run someone over, then this game may be a little different. But it is halftime, and they still trail by 20. We'll get scores from around the area. Chris has got those, so we'll go over.
How about I just start out? We'll just talk right now. We'll talk District 7, 6A just for right now.
Absolutely.
There's only one other game going on according to the schedule here, and it's Southlake 41, Haltom nothing. It's in the second quarter. So not looking too good for the Haltom Buffalo. 41 to nothing at the second quarter.
So the Southlake JV will be on in the second half?
Yes, and
they carry enough of them that I bet there's JV players that are there.
Yeah, and another big game tonight was Allen against Plano West at Plano's John Clark Stadium. Allen 42, Plano West 21. That is also in the second quarter. There's a lot of offense going on tonight in some of these bigger games. Denton Ryan and Justin Northwest in District 5 6A, they're tied at 27-27 in the second quarter. So there's some major scores being had out there tonight.
All right, that's the. What did I do there?
No, I didn't know if you wanted that being played on the broadcast.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I didn't know. That's what I get for pushing up the wrong microphone slider.
Would you like some more scores?
Well, we can do that, or I can try. I tell you what, you get a couple more scores, and I'll see if the internet will get me to get.
I believe this may
statistics.
be a. I don't know. This game probably will not end up like this, but this is a pretty shocking score. Mansfield 21, Cedar Hill 21 in the second quarter. We've got DeSoto 21, Midlothian 7, and Grand Prairie 24, Duncanville 3. Highland Park is all over Richardson Berkner 34-10. North Mesquite 14, Lake Highlands 10, and Richardson 17, Mesquite 14. Garland's playing over at Garland's Williams Stadium. They're up on North Garland 27-14. And Rowlett is up 34-0 over Garland Naaman Forest. Denton 21, Saginaw 7, Birdville 34-0 over Grapevine. So Grapevine needs to win. I think looking at their schedule, I think they needed to win at least this game in the last and next week to have a potential to make the playoffs. And it's not looking good for the Grapevine Mustangs. Lake Dallas is beating Fort Worth Polytech 49-14, and that's in the second quarter as well.
All right, well, let's step aside. It's halftime here from Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell. The Coppell Cowboys lead the Colleyville Heritage Panthers 20-0 more on Champion Sports Radio. It's the Jason Ridley Agency halftime show. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch. We're back after this.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Many heart conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2nd, 2009, Zachary Schraw, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the #1 cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be three things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShotboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShotboxDFW.com today. ShotboxDFW.com.
Back at Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, it's halftime. Coppell Cowboys lead the Colleyville Heritage Panthers 20-0. Not a good offensive first half for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Statistics brought to you by the Jason Ridley Agency. Of course, it is the Jason Ridley Agency halftime show. The scoring summary went like this. Coppell put the first 7 points on the board with 6:46 to go in the first quarter. Obi Obialo, a 32-yard strike from Skylar Bonneau. Tyler Smith with the conversion. Then with 9 seconds to go, Charles West on a 14-yard run. The kick failed as it clanked off the left upright, and a fumble 1 second later after the kickoff gave the ball right back to the Coppell Cowboys, and they were able to score on their first play. Parker Wilson, a 23-yard pass from Skylar Bonneau. Tyler Smith able to convert, and those were the 20 points that were put on the board in the first half. Total yards for each team go down like this. Coppell has gone for 148 total yards. They've got 9 first downs, rushing 18 times for 53 yards. That's a 2.94 average as my computer at the appropriate time reboots to where I can't, unfortunately, see the statistics. Let's hope it comes back shortly, or we will go to another break. Just like the internet here. It is back. I guess what I should do is turn off the refresh, and then I don't have to worry about that, so we'll do that right now. 5 completions, 5 passes caught, 95 yards. That's 100% completion rate for Skylar Bonneau. They have punted 1 time for 49 yards. Bonneau also on the kick. They've had 1 fumble, and they did not lose that fumble. They were able to fall on the ball. That was a sack by Pelini now that caused the quarterback, Tyler Bonneau, to fumble, but he did not give up or surrender the football to the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. A hit disable, and it refreshed again. So here we go. Colleyville, 124 yards of total offense, 7 first downs, rushed 21 times for 62 yards. Trevor Anderson threw the ball 9 times. 5 of them were completed for 62 yards. That's a 55.56 completion rate. They had 2 punts. Punts totaled 49 yards. That was a 24.5 average. They've had 3 fumbles, lost 1 of them, and they've had 4 penalties for 41 yards. DeMarco Corbin leads all Colleyville rushers with 41 yards, followed by Trevor Anderson with 25. On the receiving side, DeMarco Corbin again leads, 2 receptions, 45 yards. Kevin Salinas has 2 receptions for 16 yards. Nico Torres has caught a pass for a yard. That was the first offensive play of the game. On the other side, Skylar Bonneau, of course, we said 5 for 5, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Charles West has been his go-to guy out of the backfield, 9 attempts, 47 yards. Parker Wilson, 2 for 8 yards carry-wise. Through the air, it was Obi Allo, 3 receptions for 61 yards and a touchdown. Parker Wilson, 1 reception. He also has a touchdown, 23 yards. And then Charles West out of the backfield, 1 reception for 11 yards. So statistically, offensive production is very similar on the board. On the scoreboard, where it counts, it is not even close to being similar. And Chris, your thoughts on what Colleyville has to do to try and get back in this football game in the second half?
One thing they have to do is no turnovers the second half. Get the turnovers. Don't actually turn the ball over, because that's what killed them the first half of that the second touchdown, where they had the turnover and it was a quick touchdown. And it's one thing that they can't do, and get some points on the board. They have to get points on the board to obviously win this game.
Tell you, I'd like to see Trevor Anderson, if he's not going to just drop straight back and try to throw the football, get him moving to his left so he's got a chance to either throw or run. Of course, when they've gone vertical with routes and pass protection is held up for him, he's been able to get a couple of nice runs as he's gone through the Coppell defensive line into their defensive backfield as he's basically quarterbacks. Not, I guess the quarterback draw is what you would call it. So more of that, and of course, as Darren Allman said in our pregame show, getting that defense off the field, which in turn means the offense being on the field and putting points on the board. It's the Jason Ridley Agency halftime show. When we come back, we will listen to the Coppell Band, the pride of Coppell High School, Coppell Cowboy Marching Band. That's next here on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Shell experts here to talk about the protective shield you see at Shell stations all over the country. Featuring us. It's there to remind you that no other gasoline protects your engine better than Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Now with 20% more cleaning agents than before.
Performance-robbing gunk doesn't stand a chance because your intake valves and fuel injectors are protected.
Actively shielded.
Hence the big protective shield here.
So try Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines today. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow at Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio. your home for championship social media.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Back on the Jason Ridley Agency halftime show from Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell alongside Chris Beam. I'm Doug Branch, and Chris, activities for senior night still going on the field, and a bunch of seniors in the band, and every one of them's getting a picture. So this could be a while.
Yeah, it looks like we have
it's even
probably
be
about
longer.
50 of them at least.
Yeah, and it's going to even be longer, I'm assuming, because has the Coppell band even taken the field yet?
I don't think so, Doug. To be honest with you.
Both teams are back in their respective blow-ups.
You know what the problem is sometimes?
Communication.
Yes, but here's the thing. There's no such thing as there's no repercussions from the UIL for when you come back to play and the band takes the field too long.
Well, I'll tell you what, if this goes on much longer, even with the pictures, I could see the officials just walking out and telling the band to head back to their seats.
I mean,
don't
seriously.
know if there's any precedent for that, but I don't believe the Coppell band has even been on the field yet.
No, I don't think they have. They're lined up ready to take the field, but all the band members.
This could be Stanford relived.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden the Colleyville Heritage Panthers come running through their busting
awesome.
through their deal,
okay, so
and the band starts to take the
so
field
we've got to
play.
set this up. Okay, so I'm trying to put down the audio because I could hear the next commercial coming up.
I could hear it too. Who's our
so
engineer?
basically, the engineers sleep tonight. So the field runs north-south, obviously, and the Colleyville Heritage Panthers are set up inside their Colleyville Heritage Panther blow up
head,
and
body,
the cheerleaders are ready to put up the sign out there on the field. And if they run right now, if the front line of the band members take maybe 2.5 steps, it will be Stanford. The band is on the field because they will be plowing through the whole Coppell band here. So
and they're still going through.
Now they blend in because they're all wearing white.
What do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. There's probably 60 or 70 senior band members. And here's my point.
The Larriettes are also out there.
I certainly have no problem with the band members being identified.
That's fine.
All for
about
that.
It's all about the kids, and I understand that.
But if the band is going to then go out and perform their routine after this, then I've got an issue with that, because you just can't make these teams sit for 40-something minutes between. Now, I say that. Maybe that would benefit the Panthers and cool down the right now red-hot Coppell Cowboys, but I got to believe that these two
honestly,
teams are ready to run out.
Well, considering that the Coppell Cowboys are in their Coppell Cowboy football helmet blow up over there waiting to take out. Maybe it's maybe it's the new head coach over here at Coppell. He doesn't have his scene control quite set up yet, Because sometimes
I hesitate to break because I think all Bedlam will break loose and we're going to miss it.
Yeah, I mean, at what point do the referees walk out there and say, "Hey guys"?
Or just start throwing flags. That's a delay a game.
Delay a game.
Delay a game. We'll just keep throwing delay a game flags.
Yeah, they'll be kicking from the end zone.
I saw Trevor Anderson throwing the football down in front of us behind the band. Players trying to get
he's
warmed
over
up.
here
Now he's on the far side
he's
running a little
back
bit.
and forth. Yeah.
Getting stretched out, but this is not necessarily a good situation. The Colleyville players jumping up and down. It's a mosh pit.
Maybe the Coppell. it's getting so bad that the cheerleaders are playing jump rope with the sign.
Now the players aren't even going to run out. Now I can see head coach Mike DeWitt now walking.
Yeah, it looks like DeWitt's walking and saying, "Let's
and
go,
he's
guys.
saying, Let's go." Yeah.
Yeah, DeWitt, it doesn't look like he's too happy. He's like, hug your, get off my field.
Get off my field.
Yeah, hug your significant other, hug your mom, and get off my field.
Hug your mom and dad, yeah.
Yep.
They're ready for football, but we're not. They still have 12 minutes left on the clock. I don't believe that's going to be for the game.
That's for the game.
Now the band members are breaking away from their parents.
You're not coming over here to march on the field. I'm sorry.
And this is going to be interesting.
Oh, gosh.
This will be very interesting if they go out and decide to play.
See, this is what I understand. The football players do it pregame. Why can't the band members also do it pregame?
Well, I don't know, but the parents have made their way off the far side of the field, which would be the west side of the field here. The band will decide to pick up. Bring it up on there. Let's see how this goes if the band gets out and plays in high speed.
Are they going to? Are they? The band here at Coppell.
They're moving the band director's stand into position.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be a what I would call a ridiculous situation now.
Yeah.
I certainly had no problem with the senior kids getting recognized with their parents. But now you're interfering with the football game. The smoke, it's getting so bad that the smoke is now starting to come out of the nose of the Colleyville Heritage Panther.
Yeah, the blow-up is mad.
I think they just run out. If I'm them, I just run out right here, and if you run through the band, we've got Stanford 2. Somebody be recording on this. Make sure we're recording this when they run together. The guy on the other side looking at me like I'm crazy.
It's funny. He's like, really?
Yeah, I don't think he really.
He could probably talk.
He
about
really
Mike
cares.
That's standing right next to him.
How about the flag guys?
You want to hear a funny story? Okay, you want to come? Oh, really? That's all they're gonna do.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah,
they've said
that's their fight song. You're not doing it.
You're not going out on the field,
yeah,
boys and girls.
Yeah, they said your guys are DONE done. So here's an interesting story from back when I played for Colleyville Heritage. We were playing McKinney as a first year for the Colleyville Heritage football team, and we go in at halftime, and it was senior night at McKinney, and I think the same situation came up. Chris Cunningham, they have the clock. They walk us all the way. I mean, back then where McKinney was playing, you had to run. You had to walk from the field house where we were set up was probably a good. I'm not kidding. It was probably a good 400, but like a quarter of a mile. It really was. It reminds me of the Arizona Sun Devil Stadium for the opposing team, because it's about a quarter of a mile away. It's out in the parking lot basically. So we walk all the way over there, and the referee says, no, we're not ready. They're still on the band's still on the field. The time's up. We're waiting. So Coach Cunningham's like, everybody back to the frickin'. We had to go all the way back to the quarter-mile walk back into the locker room. And this time he said, okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to walk slowly, like basically one by one, all the way out to the field when they tell us to come. And that's what we did. We didn't run. We just walked all the way. Everybody in the stands erupted, and we played a really good second half of football. So let's see what happens for these Colleyville Heritage Panthers when they got delayed on this long. I don't even know how we're going to get to. How's Colleyville going to get to their bench?
Well, right now their bench is taken up by the fully white-suited Coppell Cowboy
by the way,
marching band.
The Coppell Cowboys are about to kick off. They're lining up to kick off. Seriously.
And now the band is starting to evacuate the sideline that should be occupied by the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. And now the players are actually walking through the band members. This is kind of fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
Camden Arnold he looks like he should be in the A&M band as they go the opposite direction.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was pretty good stuff. And he didn't run anybody, and nobody stuck a tuba in his mouth.
I don't understand why the referees are like trying to rush the Colleyville Heritage onto the field, because they can't do anything because the opposing teams,
marching band
is on my bench.
All right, they're getting the mosh pit going again on the other side. Maybe that'll take some of the energy out of the Coppell Cowboys.
You know what that is? That right there. You know where they get that from? Baylor.
Yeah.
Baylor does that on their sidelines.
Oh, that's the same music, isn't it?
Yes, they do the same music, and they do a mosh pit with all the guys who aren't playing.
Yeah, the red shirts.
The red shirts and all that. And they have the strength and conditioning guys try to hold them back, and it's a real pump up for the crowd at McLean Stadium, which I will be there tomorrow, actually, for the Baylor-Kansas game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you going with your lovely wife, by the way?
Yes, I am going with my lovely wife.
I'd like to thank your lovely wife for the candy that she sent tonight for Halloween so that we could experience a Halloween.
Yeah.
Very grateful. One of these days, I'm sure I'll meet her.
Yeah.
Kickoff is in the air. Philippi going to get it to his left, and it's all the way through the end zone. So Colleyville will take over at the 25, position number 1.
If he would have caught that, that's an impressive catch.
He went a long way and almost ran it down.
Yeah. Is there anything in this thing that says he plays for the baseball team? He plays center field.
No, but you know what? He's an athlete. So
man, he probably could play center field. I would definitely suggest that the head baseball coach for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers.
He does everything for the football team. There's no reason to think that he couldn't do everything for the baseball team. Trevor Anderson in at quarterback, 2 receivers to the high side, 1 to the near side. It's Nico Torres closest to us. Snap back, handoff. DeMarco Corbin coming right. He just does not run with power. That's where, goodness gracious. I love the kid. I love what he's done, but he just does not have that aggressive run people over type of attitude.
Well, sometimes he's trying to have the block set up for him, and sometimes that's kind of what you see. You see that in the NFL and college sometimes, where the guy will kind of run behind the block, and it just kind of looks like it's going nowhere. Next thing you know, he busts through. But I would definitely see him. I want to see him running with a little more aggression as well.
Bernie going left, and he's nowhere to go, and he's swallowed up, and this is going to lose probably 4 to 5 yards back to the 20. It'll be 3rd down and 15 from there, and DeMarco Corbin was not able to get at least a block to try and spring Bernie right there, as they both were in the backfield on the sides of Trevor Anderson.
Yeah, the Colleyville Heritage offense really needs to get this passing game going, because if they don't get this passing game going in the second half, it could be a long second half for Colleyville Heritage.
4 receivers will set up, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Snap back is low to Anderson. Fakes, goes deep. Got a man, Camden Arnold, wide open at the 45, 50. Breaks a tackle. He's to the 30, 35, 20. Am I going the wrong way, by the way? He's at the 25 and pulled down at the 20-yard line. And that'll go from 20 to 20, 60 yards on the pitch and catch from Trevor Anderson.
Really nice play setup. He faked over to DeMarco Corbin, who was kind of doing the little rollout of the backfield, and he pumped the slant, and no one even looked at Camden Arnold as he kind of just trickled out and just wide open. Really nice play by the senior wide receiver.
Set up, handoff. DeMarco Corbin going left. Sticks his head up inside, and he'll get about 3 yards on the carry down to the 15.
So what else do you want me to talk about so we can on cue?
Well, what's funny is I think I said he's at the 30, he's at the 35, he's at the 20.
I heard that.
I got so excited I couldn't tell where he was. Colleyville will look to the sidelines on 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 15. They'll call it the 14-yard line and call it 2nd and 6. How could that be the 14? The ball's on this side of the 15-yard line. Clock operator not very good here. Snap back, handoff inside. DeMarco Corbin to the 10 and down to the 7, and that's going to be a Heritage first down. And how big does that make the play at the end of the half that they did not get in and score?
I was about to say that because we were talking about that on the Jason Ridley halftime show. That second, the end of the quarter. Goal line stand by Coppell was huge because they would be punching this in to be down by 1 score.
Handoff to Marco Corbin, and this time he's going to lose yardage. Not necessarily a great read from Trevor Anderson right there, as Corbin was met in the backfield almost instantly when he got the football.
I understand what they're doing because you got to run the ball to set up the pass, but the pass is what got you to this point. throw some fades because you're not going to pass on second and 10.
Well, you got single coverage on the far outside. Snap back. There it is. Throws up. Got position and not caught by, I believe, Jackson Zeladon was there. It was actually a fairly decently thrown football from Trevor Anderson, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. And as soon as they get into the red zone, unfortunate for the Panthers, but the offense starts to hit the brakes.
It's been like kryptonite to Superman when they get inside the 10. I mean, tonight, not even a laugh, snicker a little bit.
No, well, there you go.
Cue.
On cue, our special effects.
Anderson
Anderson looks to throw. Big rush. He throws to the corner and misses the intended receiver who was open. That was Kevin Salinas. And it's going to be 4th down, and Trevor Anderson comes up limping with the left leg, and they're going to send Max Allen on to try and at least get rid of the goose egg.
I think that play actually was supposed to be going to DeMarco Corbin, kind of out that slant out of the backfield, but he overthrew him, and just so lucky that Salinas was in the general vicinity that it looked like he could have also caught the ball.
Spot the ball at the 17. This is a 27-yarder high snap. Oh, what a nice kick. A nice job by Max Allen to wait until Stephen Bodish got the ball down. He took a shorter approach, 2 steps, and he knocks it through. So it's a 17-point game. Cowboys lead it 20-3. Back on Champion Sports Radio after this.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Coppell leads at 20-13 from Buddy Ecclesfield alongside Chris Beam. I'm Doug Branch. 3 points on the board now for your Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Max Allen with a 27-yard field goal and a nice hold from Stephen Bodish to even give him a chance to put that through.
And really nice block on the edge by Levi Baker, who kind of so that was a high snap, so it took a little bit longer to get that kickoff because obviously by your call, because it was a high snap and Levi Baker stopped that corner. Coach Allman said that's one of the things that they were going to try to do is get bigger on the edges to try to stop the field goal blocks that they've been having all year.
See if Holden Lyons, it is Holden Lyons, is going to put the ball in the air. Maybe an onside kick here? Some kind of trickeration? No. He'll put it right foot into it. Ball goes all the way to the 14 where it's fielded there. Coppell's got it going back down the far sideline. Can't see who received that. Jacob Anderson back to return it. Normally a punt returner. Nope, check that. He is on the kick return team along with Charles West and Brandon Rice, but it went to Anderson, who got it at the 14, got it all the way back out to the 27, so give him 13 yards on the return.
You owe me a pair of scissors because your kid's ruining mine back there.
What's he doing? Go slap him.
He's trying to cut a Coke can in half.
Yeah, whatever. Why am I hearing that? Is his mic up?
Come enjoy great Dickey's food and check out our new...
It's the pre-fade.
All right, Skylar Bonneau in the backfield at quarterback from the shotgun. Hands it off to West. Nope, going right. That is not West. That's number 22, Brandon Rice. And Brandon Rice is going to go for close to 5 yards out to the 31-yard line. We'll call it 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from there.
Yeah, Brandon Rice is kind of the future of next year's team. Junior running back, 5'10", 210. Pretty big in size.
Yeah, how about he's out to the 31, not the 24? Not sure where I was on that play. From the 31-yard line, they've got to get to the 38. Snap back, they'll pitch right. Going to Rice again. Rice is able to cut back to his left. He's buried there and about a yard and a half short of the first down, out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Brandon Rice is definitely a guy that he'd much rather run over you than outrun you, unlike Charles West, who is pretty much just going to outrun you.
Handoff inside. This will be a first down out to the 42-yard line. And that was, again, Charles West. West, who has been very good for the Coppell Cowboys in the first half, continues his running prowess here in the third quarter. Trevor Kleckner on the tackle. Bonneau under center. Back to throw. Looking left. Got a man breaking open. This could be picked. Ryan Philippi was there but got turned around at the last moment. Read the quarterback's eyes, but he was overthrown, not able to come up with it, and it will be second down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
You may call me a liar, which you probably will.
I won't.
But I kind of figured they were going to do a pass there. That was a good passing down. First and 10 from just inside your territory. It's good to take a shot down the field. Up 17. Really good play by Coppell. Play call, but really good coverage by the Colleyville Heritage Panthers.
Quarterback keeps it, and he's got. He puts it on the. He put it on the carpet, and he got back on it, and it's going to be a first down on the fumble, back to the 45-yard line. Bonneau had it stripped about the 48. He went down. The ball rolled right back into his breadbasket. 7:11 to go here in quarter number 3. Coppell still up 20-3 over the Heritage Panthers.
Yeah, that was a really good run by Skylar Bonneau, but you got to hold on to that football because people will look at that.
Handoff back to West, breaks it out to the right-hand side, does a little neon Deion Sanders, and gets around the corner. I don't know what you call that move, but did the little high step as he got to the corner.
He was trying to get Reed Harrison Ducrow to kind of to bite and try to get to dive for his feet, but Harrison Ducrow did a really nice job of an open tackle, especially one-on-one with a guy like Charles West.
Second down and a yard. Ball spotted at the 36. They've got to get it just inside the 35-yard line for a Cowboy first down. Under center, Bonneau going to hand it off up the middle. Nope, they come left on this wide receiver end around, and he's got room, carrying the ball like a piece of bread. Spins out of a tackle and run out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and he's talking noise, and now he's going to get the penalty.
And Ryan Philippi Obialo.
Obialo, easy for me to say.
Yeah, Obialo, he as soon as he got hit out of bounds by Ryan Philippi, he starts jawing at Ryan Philippi, and the referee is standing right there. I mean, not like he was on the other side of the field. He was right there, and it was I can't believe it.
Now, let's see if they give him the first down. The chains never moved.
Yeah. See, now.
So now the chains will move, and they'll spot the first down now.
Yeah.
So after the penalty, they were able to gain first down yardage.
Let's see if the head coach talks to him real quick.
Cowboys moves the ball back to the Panthers' 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like DeWitt is over there asking him, what'd you say? And he's like, I didn't say nothing to him, coach. And then he kind of just walks off.
Bonneau from the shotgun this time. First time we've seen a quarterback under center a lot all year. He'll hand it off inside to West. West right up the middle, sifting his way through the Panther defense for 11 yards and another Coppell Cowboy first down.
Really interesting play by Coppell. They have Drew Smith, who's their tight end. He's 6'2", 185 pounds. He's on the left-hand side. And what he does is it's almost like a trap play with the tight end. So he pulls down the line of scrimmage and traps the guy who's going to be shooting through the gap like the linebacker, and that's what opens up the hole for Charles West to pick up 9 yards on that play.
Bonneau backs to either side. He's going to drop back to throw. Heavy rush, and he'll get it out, and it's Obialo with the catch, and they apparently did not give first down yardage on the last Charles West carry, so now they will move the sticks on a gain of 6.
Yeah, on that play, really nice block by Charles West. He can do it all tonight. Run the ball, catch, and also block, because there was a blitzing linebacker. It was number 35, Jacob Moore, and West went low and just stopped him right there. Wildcat formation, direct snap to West. West goes right with it, gets down to the 10-yard line, and he's buried there after a gain of, well, we'll call it 4 yards to the 11. It'll be second down and 6, and Ryan Philippi is yanked off the pile by Garrett Scotch, getting a little bit chippy down there on Buddy Eccles Field tonight. Yeah, because this is not really a rivalry game for Colleyville Heritage. They haven't played Coppell as much as other. I think Coppell has a bigger rivalry with Southlake, to be honest with you, than Colleyville Heritage.
Handoff inside to Parker, and he will walk it in untouched. The fullback, his second touchdown of the night for Parker Wilson.
Doug, that's when you say walk the dog. That's walk the dog.
He walked the dog right there.
Yes, that means he went
Brad
in.
Cham impression.
Yes, that was your
good.
Halloween. Brad Cham walk the dog.
Can you do a Babe Laufenberg for me?
No, I'm not going to even start.
I did enjoy the smile on your face.
I will tell a nice story, you know.
I got a Babe Laufenberg story.
Okay, go ahead.
Extra
Shoot.
point's good. So Babe Laufenberg and I were playing in the NFL alumni golf tournament out at Bear Creek.
Well, I didn't know you were an NFL alumni. What'd you play?
I'm not. I was
a
water boy.
Oh, okay.
That was invited to play in the tournament.
Gotcha.
So
it was a pro-am, huh?
It was there were NFL alumni players playing with each team.
Okay.
Anyway, Babe Laufenberg was there,
and that was your alumni.
That was one of those.
Was that the guy?
No, he was not even on my team. I just knew who he was. He was a Cowboy quarterback.
Okay, gotcha.
And he didn't play.
Sorry, I didn't want you to finish.
No, that's okay. And anyway, I'm driving along and I see a really cool Dr. Pepper cooler. Dr. Pepper was a sponsor of the tournament, and there was nothing in it, nobody around. Everybody had gone home, and I thought, that would be really cool at my pool. So I think the statute of limitations is up.
Yeah,
Babe Laufenberg helped me load it into the car.
So you Joseph Randalled it into the car.
I did. Yeah, but I never did get any kind of cooler deal out of it. Unlike Joseph Randall, who's now peddling underwear.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So that's my Babe Laufenberg story. And, of course, just the other day when I was with you at AT&T Stadium covering the Cowboys, we saw Babe, and I got to give him my famous Ebola bump. Ebola bump.
Ebola. Did you tell him that story?
I didn't tell him. No,
you
know what?
You should have been like, Babe, do you remember me?
Yeah.
You helped me. You helped me jack a Dr. Pepper cooler.
Yeah, he'll be like, no, I definitely don't know you if I did that.
You.
Say, Babe, that's when you weren't getting paid as much for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right, interesting kickoff formation for Coppell as they stack in 4 different groups their kickoff coverage team.
Something's going on down in the end zone. Looks like someone is helping the referee with his wallet.
Well, his wireless mic probably.
Just kidding.
Or he's pulling a Babe Laufenberg and he's, stealing it.
He's doing something. The backside of that man. It's one of the line officials.
Maybe he's sewing up his pants.
I have no idea.
Wonder if he bent over and they split.
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
All right. We've had some unusual delays here tonight. Add that one to the list. Smith puts his foot into the kick. Philippi gets it into the end zone. He's going to run it out.
Gee whiz. Why is he going to do that?
I don't know, but he's going to be tackled at the 12-yard line, so not a very smart decision for Ryan Philippi, who never really goes down, but I think that is a frustration return for Ryan Philippi.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is what, as a returner, this is how you know if you're going to take it out of the end zone if you're not. If you're running away from the for kids out there who are listening, if you are running away from the play, basically, so you've turned your back to the pursuers, you take a knee.
Yeah.
Okay. If you step back and you start running forward and catch the ball in the end zone, you can run it out because you have forward momentum.
Handoff, forward momentum, and that's Jamari Williams, and he puts his shoulder down. He's trying to push ahead, and there's a better part of 8 Colleyville Cowboys, or Coppell Cowboys, to tackle him, but a nice run, first one of the night for Jamari Williams.
Jamari Williams, let me tell you, if you put Jamari Williams and I just lost my train of thought. No, DeMarco Corbin together, you have a heck of a running back. His speed, his quickness with the power of DeMarco Corbin, man, that'd be NFL type running back.
Boy, a quick throw to Trey Arnold, and Arnold not able to come up with it. It was right on target, went right through his hands. Unfortunate as Trevor Anderson gets hit with the incomplete pass, but not his fault on that one.
Yeah, Tyler Hopkins gave him a nice hit after the play. The quote says he's a throwback player. His 40 won't blow you away, but he's always around the ball.
Ryan Philippi in on the right side. He's going north, quick. Anderson's going to throw it to him. Airs it out. Philippi's there, and he's hit. Got to be a flag, and
Yep,
it is.
it is.
2 flags. Ran past the defense. Unfortunately, Trevor Anderson not able to get the ball the complete 50 yards in the air he needed to get it to Philippi, who was breaking beyond the defense, and the defense ran him over as he came back to get the football.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit, and the defender, number 17, Drew McAdams, knew that he was beat, and the only thing he could do is throw his hands up and basically hit Ryan Philippi. I'd much rather see that play. I don't know. Do you like the placement or do you like the 15 yards?
Oh, I mean, the placement, that makes it a much bigger penalty. When you get beat, you really get beat. 15 yards, I mean, it happened earlier when Reed Harrison Ducrow was beaten. He just tackled the receiver knowing that, it was going to be a 15-yard penalty instead of a 50-yard catch. Back to throw again. Anderson going deep again. Philippi down the side. He's got this one, and he hauls it in at the 35-yard line, and he's talking a little noise, but the official not close enough to hear him.
No, he's not talking noise. He did the old Des Bryant over the defender's head. Drew McAdams found out what the 1 and the 0 looked like, because that's Ryan Philippi went over his head and just kind of looked back at the bench, said, "Yep, keep me in."
DeMarco Corbin now tries to power up through the middle after the handoff from Trevor Anderson. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Ball down to the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from there. It's Nico Torres, Camden Arnold, and Jackson Zeladon are the receivers. Prescott in at tight end. Snap. They'll flare it to the right side. Corbin's got it. Really a little bit of blocking in front of him, but I believe he got the first down on a nice block on the cornerback by Nico Torres.
I kind of want to see Ryan Philippi back in the game. He's sitting over there by he walked down there by Darren Allman and had a few words for him, and Coach Allman kind of looked at him, said a couple things, and then he's kind of sitting there on the sideline. I want to see him back in the game.
3rd and 1, and DeMarco Corbin does a nice job of barreling forward to get the first down inside the 25-yard line, down to the 23, and the Heritage Panthers are back in offensive business. And I hate to bring it up again, but boy, that offensive drive at the end of the first half and then not scoring on the one before that, this game could be literally a 7-point game. Timeout on the field. Coppell takes it. We will step aside for this timeout. Back with more Colleyville Heritage Panther football on Champion Sports Radio in a moment.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores, 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Happy Halloween. Had to throw that one
Where's
in
your
there.
Monster Mash? You got that on that computer over there?
Somewhere, because that's the computer I used last year.
Yeah. Someone didn't come prepared.
27-3 is the score.
Coppell leads it over your Colleyville Heritage Panthers, but they are almost back in the red zone. From the 22, it's first down. Snap back, Anderson looking left, fakes. He'll throw it up in the air. Guess who? Ryan Philippi, and he's just roughed up and no call.
Yeah, I thought that was another pass interference, Carl, but what do I know? Because he went diving for it, and the defender really never looked at him. He kind of just pushed him out of bounds as he went. So
Philippi is just an athlete. That's all you can say about the kid.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a D1 scout, okay, and I just watch a little bit of video on Ryan Philippi, I mean, I could find him a place on my football team.
Yeah, I mean, he does so many
anywhere.
things.
I mean, he does so many things. You could a wide receiver.
Blitz look. They'll come, give it left. Jamari Williams, he's got a little room. Good for a 5-yard gain inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line goes Jamari Williams.
I mean, at 6'1", 180, Ryan Philippi could be a heck of a wide receiver as a slot guy, you know, a possession guy, kind of like a. I mean, Cole Beasley's only 5'10".
True.
And he played at SMU.
Handoff, Jamari Williams cuts it back inside. He's got first down yardage, still on his feet, and he's drugged down inside the 10, down to the 9, and he's showing a little attitude that I'd love to see DeMarco Corbin show, and he'll get a chance here as he comes back in to relieve him.
Not just DeMarco Corbin, I want to see the rest of the team show that attitude, because they're going to need some attitude with 1:50 left in the third quarter to get this ball in the end zone and just pile it on.
1:43 to go in the third. Handoff inside. DeMarco Corbin finds a little hole and then gets stopped immediately and pushed backwards. He'll get down maybe to the 8-yard line, give him about a yard on the carry. Clock continues to roll. 1:30 inside of that to go in the third quarter.
You know, here's one thing that I like to watch, and watch this on this next play. Watch the offensive line, and this is something that a lot of teams, I think your passion of your team has to start at the offensive line. If your offensive line's downfield, helping the running back up, you know, being protective of your running back, not just standing there. Watch this.
Corbin's got it to the 5, pushing forward to the goal line, and in for the touchdown. That was a good run by DeMarco Corbin. Takes the handoff at the 8 and takes 2 Colleyville defenders, or check that, 2 Coppell defenders all the way to the end zone. So with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter, an extra point will make it a 17-point game again, and Max Allen is on to try and convert that.
Yeah.
Does Stephen Bodish have a tail on the back of him, like a wolf tail or something? What the heck is that?
I can't see.
Or he's got a rip in his pants.
Oh, they just blocked it. Why not?
So it's 18-point game, 27-9, as another extra point is blocked, and still have issues with that that'll have to get fixed before the playoffs start if this Colleyville team is fortunate enough to get to the playoffs. Want to remind you that Colleyville Heritage Panthers are on Champion Sports Radio. This broadcast of Grapevine-Colleyville Independent School District is sponsored by the Jason Ridley Agency, a full-service insurance agency providing high-quality products, exemplary customer service, and a positive claims experience for every member. By Whirly Ball, with 2 locations to serve you, Plano and Hurst. Leagues are forming right now, so visit them online at whirlyball.info. Also, In Command Broadcasting, a sports broadcasting and marketing company. Call 972-851-7888 or online at incommandbroadcasting.com. Our good friends at Point of Origin Design, a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products online at pointoforigindesign.com. ShockboxDFW.com. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. The Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra and the new GDYO Jazz Institute. Enjoy a cultural experience with your family without breaking the bank. Visit gdyo.org for more information. Colleyville Heritage Panther Football is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio. On Twitter at Champion Sports, Facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and online at ChampionSportsRadio.com.
Really
man,
nice.
Am I always good to get through that one.
Man, way to go, man.
In my minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, really nice.
nice of the officials to actually take a full break for us.
Yeah, watch Nelson Bohannon on this play. He's number 4. He's kind of a third guy from the left. He's the L3, they call him. Watch this.
Kickoff, deep kickoff. Down to the 2-yard line. It's fielded there by the Coppell Cowboys, and he's got an angle, but he's caught. And that is, guess who? Number 14, Jamari Williams, who's been running the football with some effectiveness here in the second half and makes a tackle there that looked to have potentially saved a 96-yard touchdown return.
Also, John White also helping out on the tackle. But I always like to look at Nelson Bohannon. He's a really good special teams player. He knows how to get down the field without being blocked. That time he kind of overran the play, but he's really good at weaving in and out of the blockers, getting down to the returner.
Snap back, wanting to throw, got a receiver. It's Parker Owen right off the helmet of Ryan Philippi. Luckily, it didn't matter if he turned around to look at that one or not because the ball hit him square on the head as Parker Wilson was trying to get his third touchdown, second receiving one of the night.
Yeah, Parker Wilson, that's the second time that we've seen him run out of the backfield, and he was running down the field untouched. Why are they moving the sticks? What was the flag on?
Never even heard it called.
Neither did I. I know it wasn't pass interference. Was that a pass? They called pass interference on that play?
No, it wasn't 15 yards.
It was. It started at the 25.
All right. Handoff. Pitch. West. He's out to the 40, crossing the 36 and out at the 35-yard line as Garrett Scotch comes all the way across from his left side defensive end position to make the tackle on the right side of the field, and that'll move the sticks again. And that was a 25-yard gain from Charles West as Coppell hurries to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Garrett Scotch, that was a heck of a play at backside.
Pitch going right. Charles West again. He'll cut back. Got room. Now he's got a lot of room. Gets blocks downfield. He may score here. One more block will set him free. Philippi chases him down, and he's crunched at the 13-yard line. Nice job by Ryan Philippi and Max Crosby to come back and stop that play, along with, is that number 18? It is. Number 18, J.D. Stumpf.
Good football name, by the way.
Stumpf?
Yeah.
Very nice. Snap again. Fumble.
Fumble it. Kick it.
Ball's on the ground, and for the third time tonight, Bohannon falls on another dropped football. And actually all three of them are his, and he's recovered all three of them. Once on a quarterback sack, once he was stripped going through the line, and this time a bad snap.
Keandre Johnson looked like he was came up limping on that play. Looked like he got rolled up on a little bit, but he came to the sideline and doesn't have any medical attention. So it looks like he's doing fine.
Timeout on the field will step aside. 27-9, Coppell leads your Colleyville Heritage Panthers. You're listening to Colleyville Heritage Panther football on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here from Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, Texas, alongside Chris Beam. I'm Doug Branch, and the Coppell Cowboys lead this District 7-6A matchup by 18 points over the visiting Colleyville Heritage Panthers, who have, frankly, had their chances as poorly as they have played at times during this game, have shown life in the person of Ryan Philippi catching a couple of long passes, and that's been most of the offense here in the second half for the Panthers. But now Coppell is back on the move again. They're at the 20-yard line. They run up to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball, pitch it right side. West coming right. Got a bunch of blockers. He'll turn it up at the 15, and he's cut down close to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry.
Yeah, those little speed, kind of the speed sweeps are good for a guy like Charles West because he has a ton of speed, and when he does, he gets out to that open space, and then he starts picking the holes, and he wants to see where he's about to turn on the afterburners and shoot right through. And it's a really good coverage by the Colleyville Heritage defensive front to stop him. This is going left.
Empty backfield. Fake the pass, and they're going to throw it on a crossing route, and it's behind the receiver. And the quarterback, Skylar Bohannon, grabs his ear holes on either side because he knows he missed that one, and it's going to be 4th down and 7, and it looks like the field goal team's coming onto the field, and that would be the person of Mr. Tyler Smith.
Yeah, Tyler Smith, this would be his second game of the year because last week the kicker Bernardo Rodriguez Palacios missed like a 26-yarder or something like that, and then he got yanked from those duties.
Snap is back, and this one misses left.
Yeah. Maybe they need to go to the freshman team to find one because he came from the JV.
Coppell comes away with 0 points, 11:17 to go, and down by 18. That's a 3 full scores, no matter how you look at it, as you can only pick up 16 points through touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So Colleyville is going to have to put the ball. With 11 left,
you got to score quick. And when I say quick, I say you got to score in like 2 minutes.
So what you're saying is they need to get Ryan Philippi back in the game.
Yeah, they need to get Ryan Philippi back in the game, and they're doing that little bunch set.
Snap back to Anderson. They throw over to, is that Kevin Salinas?
Yes, Kevin Salinas
goes forward for close to 7 yards on the pitch and catch from Trevor Anderson. Tell you what, I'd like to see him do that again.
Yep.
And when he catches it, step back and throw a strike to right down the middle to Nico Torres, who continues his route. Because as soon as they do that play,
everybody runs up.
Everybody starts running to the right.
He has to go backwards.
He's got to make sure he's back. But it looks like he should be able to without any problem.
Right.
The way he lines up, he almost lines up it backward. Handoff inside to Marco Corbin. He's going to be close to a first down out to the 30. They'll mark him just short of that mark, but that's about all he had to get. They're pointing back, and they're not even going to measure it.
Yeah.
3rd down and short for the Panthers.
Well, you kind of figured, sometimes, Colleyville is looking at these 2 games to get to the playoffs. So we got this game in Richland. So if they beat Richland next week, they will make the playoffs.
Blitz coming. Sorry about that. DeMarco Corbin's got it, and he's through for the first down.
So sometimes you kind of want to set up plays on tape. A lot of times you hear people, we set up this run right here so we can pass later on in the game. I know a lot of offensive coordinators and defense that try to set up plays on tape where they'll run the same play over and over again on one game.
Does Bodish have a tail? What is that? Here's the throw. And trying to hit DeMarco Corbin rolling out of the backfield. Trevor Anderson take a shot in the backfield. And the ball falls incomplete as it misses everybody out the right side around the 50-yard line. 10:15 to go in the game. 27-9 lead for the Cowboys. And Ryan Philippi will re-enter. Look for the football to find its way to his hands somehow.
No. You sometimes are the most random talker because you're like, does Bodish have a tail? No, it's a towel that he puts.
Well, it's Halloween.
I know, but it's a towel.
I couldn't see that. Back to throw Anderson. Up the middle. Passes up Philippi. This one was well underthrown and picked off. Number 15's got it. He's going to his left. Shucks off. Now he fumbles the football. And I believe Coppell is able to get back on it. They'll lose a few yards back to the 41, but Jacob Murray, the senior who's headed to Northwestern as a safety, 6'3", 198, comes up with a very poorly thrown football from Trevor Anderson, and it was an easy pickoff.
Yeah, that ball wasn't even close to Ryan Philippi. I mean, Ryan Philippi was outside the numbers, and that ball ended up like 3 yards inside the numbers, inside the 40-yard line. And it's interesting enough that the Colleyville, if they would have fallen on that ball, it would have been first down right there going that way because of the change of possession.
Going to our south.
Going to our south.
There
yeah,
you go.
Sorry.
That's all right. The viewers can't see that.
Yes. The listeners.
That's why I said the viewers.
Yes.
West takes it up the middle, gets 4 yards, almost 5 on his carry. And West has been really good tonight. He has accounted for a lot of yards for the Coppell Cowboys on the ground. We'll try and update the statistics on him here momentarily. Coppell now taking a little more time in the huddle as the clock continues to run. They have this game fairly well in hand. Even though they've put the ball on the turf 4 times, they've not lost it once. Handoff inside. That's got to be Wilson. And Wilson has got his shirt held on to.
Wilson.
And there's a push. There's a flag.
Yep.
Number 71. This is a good one. 6'10".
Yeah. 354.
Puts his hands on Nick Felix, who's what do we got Felix at here?
It was Ducrow, actually.
Oh, was it Harrison Ducrow?
Yeah, it was Harrison Ducrow.
At 5'11", 170.
Yeah,
so he almost doubles him in size.
Right, so when he pushed him, Ducrow went pretty much like 5 yards walking backwards. And the 6'10", 354 senior he is offered from UNT. Did you see what his nickname is?
I didn't see it yet.
Yes, his nickname is the Man Mountain.
Man Mountain.
Yes,
I tell you what, right now it's Mountain Chew because Mike DeWitt is chewing him out right now for that move.
Yeah.
Like Mountain Dew. Did you get that Mountain
Chew?
Chew? All right.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. It is getting late here.
This is kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? Is The Blind Side when they show the shot of the guy next to... Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
They're going reverse here. They've got it set up, too, although Harrison Ducrow is there to read it, and the receiver just kind of dives into Harrison Ducrow. Doesn't really even have to make the tackle.
Yeah.
And that was number 8, Josh Fink, who took the double reverse end around and doesn't pick up the first down. Matter of fact, he only gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and I believe this is going to be the first official punt that they've set up in a punt formation without coming out of the snap and kicking it.
So you're saying they actually have a punter on the roster?
Well, you said they didn't, that it would go down to the freshman team or something, but they have sent out a punter, and I can't even see his number from here. So
37, Bernardo Rodriguez Palacios.
Well, and there's a reason why he's not the punter. He shanks this one to the 40. Oh, I thought Philippi was going to run by and grab that.
No.
With that look.
He was running by it, and to see if it took another bounce. If it would have taken a little bit bigger of a bounce, because sometimes a football obviously being
27 yards on the kick.
He really pounded that one, didn't he?
Yeah. That's what happens when you have 3 names. Oh, no offense, Reed Harrison Ducrow.
Hey, that play by Reed Harrison Ducrow on the far side, that right there is the definition of stay at home. It really is.
He stood there and the guy just slid into him. It
was
like he was a quarterback. He didn't want to get hit.
Go with the receiver on the reverse.
Trevor Anderson looking to throw, got a man caught. That's Nico Torres. Where has he been all year? And that's 12 yards and a first down out to the 45.
Well, the problem is...
And he gets up limping.
Ooh, that's not good.
Number 88, Nico Torres.
Yeah, he's going to limp off here.
Looked for big things from Nico Torres this year, and he just has not been able to produce, and now he does with a 12-yard gain, and he limps off the field.
Oh, Nelson Bohannon actually came into the game to replace him.
Here comes a sweep to Salinas, takes the wrong route, and DeMarco Corbin does not get rid of the defensive end, and he's shut down there, loss of 2.
That last play, Salinas actually is walking off the field now too, limping. I don't know what they're twisting down there, but man.
Hand off to Marco Corbin going right. Picks up a little bit of steam, cuts back inside, give him 8 yards on the carry across midfield to the 49. It'll be 4th down and 5 from the 49. 6:55 to go in the game. And the Colleyville Heritage Panthers trailing by 18 points, 27-9.
You know what I would like to see is, you know how they do that reverse and you always hate it? Is reverse and then pass out of that.
Yeah, here's a little flare out to DeMarco Corbin.
Nice.
Gets a nice block, gets around the corner, and he's all the way down to the 37-yard line. 10, 12 yards on the gain. It'll be a 1st down at the Coppell 30. They're going to mark it at the 38.
Yeah, really nice play by DeMarco Corbin following his blockers. Jackson Zeladon, really nice block on the outside. He pushed his player inside, and he goes around the outside. It was a really nice play.
They'll throw again. Zeladon, 2 blocks, and give him another 10 yards. He's there now. They're trying to strip the football.
Wow.
Darren Allman comes down the sideline screaming at the official.
Because he got face mask, that's why.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, there was a face mask. When he was pulling down the field, the Colleyville Heritage defender, number 16. Who's number 16 for them? Bryce Vanzamute.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Brother V.
Oh, man, he
nice
had his
job.
guy.
Yeah, well, he had to throw it away, though. Didn't have time to throw it. They tried to set up the screen to DeMarco Corbin. And
well, he first looked
the
at
big guy, Connor Williams.
The first guy he looked at was
through.
Nelson Bohannon, and he was open. Here's the thing is when Trevor Anderson goes back, he needs to trust his arm. So when he makes that last step, you make that last step and boom, get rid of it. And he doesn't do that. He pumps.
Handoff, and a ball's probably on the ground as I see a bunch of people going after it, and I'm going to say Coppell's got it. Oh, no, wait. Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
they get a flag? No. Oh, they gave him the ball. DeMarco Corbin fumbles it away at the 26-yard line, and Coppell will take back over there. They're all the way out on the field. Now they're trying to decide. There's a major meeting at the 26-yard line about who came away with the football. Now they're going to come over and explain it to Darren Allman.
It's the officials. Didn't seem like they know what was going on.
They're saying who they think has it. Turn up our mic. Can we hear it a little bit?
I'm afraid to hear one of the people in the stands.
And this is going to go back, apparently, to Colleyville.
Well, they need to snap the ball right now.
Because nobody's on the field for Coppell.
There's one guy. Yeah, the only guy that's on the field is number 7, which is Chris Biggers.
Possession remains with Colleyville.
So we've got 1st down on the board. 2nd down is on the down marker. So it's 2nd and 11, but the down marker is inside 10 yards. So now it's 9.
I have no idea. Okay, 9. There we go.
So they've got it right. Colleyville's got the football back, so no turnover. Back to throw. Trevor Anderson got a man wide open. Salinas, he overthrew him, and he's stuck in the back. Had him at the 10-yard line, but Trevor Anderson threw it over his head.
Intended for number 13, Kevin Salinas.
Boy, if he gets that thing just a hair lower, I think Salinas scores right there.
Yeah, you kind of have to hit Salinas in stride right there, which he probably could have. But Salinas isn't 6'5", unfortunately.
Screen is set up.
Nice.
Oh, what a catch! DeMarco Corbin, and he'll score. Wow, I don't even know how Trevor Anderson saw who he was throwing the ball. There were 4 guys that were circled there. DeMarco and
3 of them
Corbin.
were linemen, so I'm hoping they weren't going to catch the ball.
He reaches out, and they're going to go for 2. He reaches out and grabs it with one hand, pulls it in, and goes 25 yards for the touchdown. And this game is not over yet. They'll go for 2. That would make it a 9-point game if they're able to, or a 10-point game, if they're able to do it here.
Still
do we have Jumbo coming? No, we don't.
No, we do not.
3 receivers head to the pattern. Nobody in the backfield. Where is everybody else? How do we only have, we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only had 10 players on the field there. Count it for me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're short 1. I was going to say, we only had 3 receivers in the pattern and nobody
once again
in the backfield. But there's a timeout on the floor. Let's quickly take this and pay a bill. Back in a moment on Champion Sports Radio.
Number 1 team
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
5:33 to go in quarter number 4. 27-15 game. The extra point to come after a 25-yard DeMarco Corbin reception from Trevor Anderson to tighten this game up. So they will go for 2. It'll be Jackson Zeladon, Justin Toberny, Kevin Salinas, and one other receiver in the pattern. They're going to roll left, throw, and this is over the head and intercepted. So it'll go as an incomplete pass out of the back of the end zone. They were trying to hit Prescott, and unfortunately Trevor Anderson threw it a hair too far for him.
Conversion attempt is no good. Your score with 5 minutes.
I have a question for you, Doug.
I've got an answer.
How do you think Trevor Anderson would do on that, that quarterback accuracy contest?
He might struggle.
Simmer Restaurant in Old Town.
That's all I'll say. Is he might struggle. But that was a throw on the run.
But it's going the right way at least.
Yeah. Well,
they have him going his right way. Sometimes I think
should be rewarded. That's all.
I don't know.
Contact your local.
5:33 to play, down by 12. So still 2 scores. Either way you look at it, whether it's a 10-point game or a 12-point game, you've got to score twice.
Yeah, no matter what, you're going to score twice.
And Coppell has got 10 guys within the first 10 yards already.
You know what I would do on this? Because I always see this in the NFL. You see it in college.
I like the pooch kick down to the 30.
Pooch, try to hit the 30. Get your fastest guy down here. Because all these guys are going to start running back for it. If you think your guy could beat that other guy down to like the 25 to the 20, because they're going to try. They're not going to fall on it. They're going to try to pick it up. Most people like to just pick it up.
Well, we will see what happens. Max Allen is in. Coppell will set 6 guys, and I'm assuming that is their hands team on the front line right inside the 50-yard line. They spread out like it's going to be a normal kickoff. 5:33 to go. If they are to kick it deep, now they start falling back to the Coppell Cowboys. And it is an onside kick. Oh, and it's a good one. It's a good one, and Colleyville's got it. They got it at the 50-yard line. Perfect. I mean, Max Allen puts that thing. It's like go up and get it. It was huge. It was a high kickoff. No flags. Do we see any flags? It definitely went 10 yards.
It did go 10 yards.
No question about the fact that it went 10 yards.
And he went up and got the ball at the line.
If this is not called Colleyville's football, it'll be one of the most horrible calls I've seen this year.
Definitely won't be in the top.
Max Allen, that ball had to have gone 30 feet in the air. End over end.
So what they do is they kick that. He kicks that ball. No,
they're giving it to Coppell.
No, it's that way. There we go. That way. Because this is the thing is what he does is he kicks it and it bounces off the ground and goes straight up in the air like this.
But the fact that it comes down after 10 yards.
It has to hit the ground. Okay? It has to hit the ground. Because
how else would you kick it from there not to hit the ground?
No. Because they could fair catch it and run up and catch it.
Oh, right. You can't do that if it hits the ground.
Right, exactly.
Right.
If it hits the ground, it's anybody's ball.
It's a live ball.
They can't fair catch it. So he goes up to it and he kicks it. It bounces right off the ground right there and goes straight up in the air and flies down to the tip. That is NFL right there.
Let's see if DeMarco Corbin throws here. 4 receivers to the near side. They fake this. No, they've blown it dead.
What's going on?
Is
it a challenge?
I don't see a flag. Well, see, they're marking it. Now, how do you do that? If the ball went 10 yards, how can it be marked on the other side of the 50-yard line?
I don't know. He caught it. When he came down with it, He was on
the other side. That's what I'm saying. If the ball's there, it didn't go 10 yards.
I don't understand that.
All right, these officials are just, well, they are what they are. Anderson's going to run, gets a block. Oh, goodness gracious. He's still running. He won't go anywhere. DeMarco Corbin came inside, and there's a push. You don't want to get a penalty here, Jackson Zeladon.
Yeah, I think
Cam Arnold, keep your patience with you. You still got a chance in this game. 5:11 to go. 4 receivers now to the other side. Do they set up a throwback? No. Goes straight out to DeMarco Corbin. Comes back inside. Jumps outside. He's going to get to the edge and get out of bounds. Only picks up a couple yards. Boy, I tell you, I would love to see them have him step backwards, catch a ball, and try to throw it downfield.
Yeah, I've never seen him throw.
Because Coppell is not respecting the throw downfield. They're coming with full people. Whoever catches the ball over there on the edge.
This is when I think you can sneak in a play from Philippi. There it is.
There goes DeMarco Corbin down to the 30, and he's pulled down. But not before he picks up 22 yards.
Yeah,
check that. 18. Sorry, had that number wrong. He's down to the 27, left at the 45. So 18-yard gain on the pitch and catch from Trevor Anderson.
Yeah, nice blocking downfield by Jackson.
This game is going to get exciting.
Yeah, nice blocking by Zeladon and Arnold downfield.
Fakes it. They're blowing.
That was the latest. That was late. Late
timeout
on Coppell.
We'll go ahead and take it with them. 4:39 to play. 27-15 game. Colleyville driving back after this.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
Things have gotten exciting at Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, Texas. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch, and it's a 12-point game right now. Let me bring it up one more time. That last drive before halftime, if 7 points were on the board, it's a 5-point game, and this is Colleyville going to try and get the winning drive. Not the case, as they were able to not get points in the first half. Of course, go back to the field goal that they ended up kicking instead of kicking or going for the touchdown. Completely different game.
Here's your double pass right here.
4 receivers to the near side. Philippi back, and he drops the. Oh, they did blow it dead.
Yep. I thought for a minute there. I thought.
Oh, and now Jackson Zeladon just picked up a penalty.
What did he do?
He got into the face of the receiver after they blew the whistle, after the defender, and he didn't hit him hard, but the fact that he did it, and it was getting chippy down there, he got rung up for it. That's going to be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. It'll back it back
down
up.
And
25. Let's see if the officials call it a dead ball or not, because they have not been very good at how they mark the football tonight. The down marker still says 2.
Are they going to switch it?
Negative.
And
that should be. It was after the play.
Yeah, I don't get
These
that.
guys are goofballs. Let's just put it frank. And I didn't give their names. I probably should. Anderson to throw. Gets it to Corbin at the 40. 45. Turns the...
Get out of
bounds. See how
bounds.
he slows down right there? He decelerates as he gets to the guy who's going to tackle him instead of running through him.
See, this is what I don't understand is he goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And they're waving the clock to roll.
Yes. If you're going to give him forward progress, give him forward progress. He got hit at the 20 33-yard line and then got pushed back.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side.
Blitz
is coming.
They pick it up.
Passes away. Caught. Nico Torres, and he's pushed out of bounds, and they will call this one, and it's not a first down, but that should have been 4th down. The officials have blown this. Coppell should have the football back. Now they call it 4th down. I don't get that. A penalty after the play, it's dead ball. You don't
True.
give them the down back.
I mean, we're a pro Colleyville.
No, I know.
I
But the
understand
officials, continue to screw this up.
But
if we're wrong, somebody text us. Send me a message at @Deckerdoo if you know the rules better than I do. On Twitter, you can get me. 4th down and 9. Anderson back to throw. Running to his left. He'll throw it out. Got a man. That's your guy. He's down to the 10. He may score. To the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown. Colleyville. Talk about him.
Nelson Bohannon. That's my guy. I'm telling you.
Where has he been all year?
Let me tell you. Unbelievable. Nelson Bohannon. He's my special teams guru. Can get down the field. And he did that right there.
That's one of the better runs after catch that we have seen on the year.
Let me tell you something. He knows how to get around people because that's what he does on special teams.
Extra point is needed here. Running onto the field late. Let's see if he gets there in time. He will. The right blocker. Bodish. Got the snap. It's down and it's good. Max Allen puts it through, and it's a 5-point game with 3:45 to go. Timeout on the field. Back after this message.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Trevor Anderson with the strike to Nelson Bohannon. A special teams exemplary player, and he's done it here on offense now. His first touchdown of the year. Now, will Darren Allman roll the dice and have Max Allen come up with another one of those fantastic onside kicks again?
Yeah, I think they're going to keep
their
their guys.
I love the fact you talk about that. If you kick it into the turf, you can't call a fair catch, so whoever gets it, gets it. Now, what's fun about that is if you get to be the guy who takes out the guy on the front line that's trying to catch the football, you bury him.
Well, usually what you're supposed to do is the front line guys don't supposed to go for the ball.
They're supposed to go block.
Yeah. So you usually put your hands guys in the back, and the front guys are your big guys.
The interesting thing there was on the last kickoff, the back 4 players started heading back to try and cover.
Well,
and Max Allen came in at full steam to kick that. That was a brilliant
yes, it was.
Kickoff. Here it comes the other way. And this one is fielded on a hop, shortstop-wise, and that's number 17 for Drew McAdams for the Coppell Cowboys, and he falls on it. So now the defense that's been off the field for quite a while has got to put a stop on the board. Now that's interesting. It was 3:45. He touches the ball and no time runs off the clock.
He downed himself, that's why.
Well, I know, but not even a second?
If you down yourself in the end zone, the second doesn't come off.
It's a touchback.
A fair catch? No seconds.
True.
Same thing. Down yourself. You have to make a football move to start the clock.
All right. Here's the football game. 3:45 to go. A bunch of movement, and there's 5 yards. Going to go the other direction.
Number 75.
Coppell starting to self-implode. Well, if I was that big, I'd have a hard time not moving too.
You know what's unfortunate? There's going to be a lot of fans that are walked away from this game. They're like, man, that was a great game. Coppell won. And then they go back and
yeah, there was.
If Colleyville wins this game, and they possibly could.
There's more band members than parents on the Coppell side.
There's more fans on our side than on their side.
They rush to the line. Snap it. Coming left is West.
You got to get him.
West is going to take it to the house.
He's gone.
Just like that. Touchdown. 44-yard line. He goes 56 yards on the play, and he just becomes the biggest nail in the Colleyville Heritage Panther tire.
I'm reading right here. Charles West is the district champion in the 100-meter dash. So he definitely is not slow.
Well, he got through the line and took it to the house. And the air has come out of the Colleyville Panther balloons.
Well, the game's not over.
Well, no, it's not. But when they score in 1 second, oh, no, it was 45, not 35. 11 seconds. I guess you come back with another quick touchdown. You're right back where you were, but you got to play some defense.
Yep. Charles West is a good player. That's why Texas Tech's coming and looking at it. Kansas State, Arkansas. Arkansas needs a running back. See, Charles West has a cousin who played at LSU. Was one of the I believe he won. I think he won the Jim Thorpe Award. Now plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He's on the injured reserve list. His name is Mo Claiborne.
Really?
Yeah. So he has that in his genes.
Was he the Honey Badger? No, that's not
Mo
Claiborne.
Claiborne plays with the Cowboys. You're thinking of Matthew.
Oh, Tyron. He was the Honey Badger.
He was the Honey Badger.
What was Mo Claiborne?
Well, I think he was the Jim Thorpe Award winner, which comes to the top defensive back in the country.
Right.
So
that's the annual awards down at Disney.
Yes. Yeah, he was the 8th overall pick in the draft by the Dallas Cowboys. Hasn't really.
And he's a cousin?
His cousin. Charles West is a Katrina.
Refugee, so to speak.
Yeah, not what's the plant or whatever you call it? Where
transplant.
Transplant.
He was moved from from the New Orleans area.
Yes.
Or the state of Louisiana. Kickoff. Ryan Phillippe's got it at the far hash. Here he comes. And he's pulled down, looked like a face mask, but I guess it was his shirt, not his face mask. And Colleyville will start at the 25-yard line after a 10-yard return.
He wasn't really pulled down, I would say.
Well, it looked like he had his shirt, and as he was falling
he ran
backwards.
over that guy.
Oh, all right. Well, fair enough.
Ryan Phillippe ran over the defender, number 47, and that's why he actually went to the ground, because he planted his helmet in the guy's chest and couldn't really go anywhere. Lucas Hayes, a junior inside linebacker, got the wrath of that one.
Colleyville will go with 4 receivers. Low snap, flare it out. DeMarco Corbin turns past the 25 to the 30 and run out of bounds at the 32-yard line, 31-yard line. Check that.
If I'm Coppell, I'm not trying to rip the ball out of DeMarco Corbin's arms. I'm trying to get him on the ground in play. Okay? Because that's what he's doing right now. They're trying to rip the ball out, and he's just taking them for a ride.
Anderson back, snap over his head. Big bounce to him.
Bounce.
Can he get rid of it before he gets sacked?
Throw it. There you go.
Wow, what a shot to the head.
How was that not helmet to helmet? Please please
are they
tell
gonna
me.
Throw a flag here.
And Anderson looks hurt.
Grabbing his left wrist. I think
And
he'll be okay.
I honestly don't know who the backup quarterback is.
Well, Ryan Phillippe's coming in.
And it looks like he can't feel his arm. He keeps tapping on his arm. His left arm which is his throwing arm.
They're not going to call intentional grounding, as I guess he was out of the tackle area, moving to his right.
Where's this guy spotting the ball? When the ball was on the right here, they are calling intentional grounding. So they definitely are the worst referees in the face of the planet.
Well, let's give credit where credit is due. I do have the names of our officials tonight.
Third down.
We've got the referee is Joe Horn. The umpire is Rodney Johnson. The linesman is Jimmy Evans. The line judge is Tim Hendricks, and the back judge is Brandon Haley. They are from the Fort Worth Officials Association. So there you go. Try not to throw the officials under the bus too much, but they have missed a bunch of calls, unless I'm not aware that a dead ball foul after a play should not return the down. Here's a pass
over the head of the intended receiver, Jackson Zeladon. And that's going to be now 4th down, and they say 14, but it looks more like about 20. The ball is on the 23-yard line, and they've got to get to the 36. So
it's 19. 4th and 19, yeah. Right. It's 19 yards.
The clock operator is not real proficient with getting the yardages up there, but that's all right. Not John Elway, but Peyton Manning is not in the house tonight. 5 receivers, and the officials are going to blow the whistle.
I think they're calling a timeout.
Timeout. Colleyville. We'll go ahead and keep it right here as we have run through our allotment of commercials.
It always seems like for Colleyville, they always get to especially in these games where they're matched up really well. Arlington Bowie, there was a point in that game where you really thought that Colleyville was going to come back and take the lead, and the momentum was on their side, and something always happens. Bowie game, the Abilene game to start off the season, even Southlake last week, they had the possession to go down to stay up, and they threw the pick that went the pick that went through the hands of Kevin Salinas, and it's just they can't really buy a break these last few games. Obviously, they played LD Bell, which they won that game pretty soundly.
My Oreo is really good.
I was going to say,
keep talking.
I was going to ask you, do you need some milk over there?
I do.
There's milk behind us. Why don't you send your son for some milk?
I'm not sure he'd know what to come back with. All right, 4th down and a bunch. Anderson back to throw. He's got plenty of room to run. And now he's crossed the line of scrimmage, and he's going to get pounded down, and I don't think he wants to get up now. And the ball will be turned over on downs.
Yeah, you kind of have to, on that play, you have to give, you're not going to run. They want you to run the ball as a quarterback at that point because they're playing that blanket coverage kind of like Colleyville does, and you kind of just have to throw it out there. I don't care if it gets intercepted. Consider that a punt.
Yeah, the hard thing for Trevor Anderson right there, though, is as soon as he decided to run, his eyes left downfield.
Yeah.
Completely took his eyes off of any chance to throw the ball to anyone and became a runner, and he knew that he couldn't throw the ball because he had crossed the line of scrimmage and out of frustration.
Let me tell you something. Trevor Anderson's a tough
Coppell
kid.
Just get really small?
Well, yes. Their JV just got in the game.
Yeah, new quarterback in, pitches back to Parker Wilson, who goes around the left side and maybe gets a couple yards. And the clock is going to continue to roll. They will keep it on the ground, leading by 12.
I don't think that wasn't Parker. It was 37.
Oh, I thought it was 30.
I'm sorry, no, it was 37 or 36. Parker Anderson's a little bit bigger than that guy.
No, actually, it's Parker Wilson. 30.
Yeah, but it was 30.
But it was 36, Jake Anderson.
Yes, there you go. I'm sorry. Not to correct you
said
anything.
Parker Anderson. No, absolutely. And the quarterback is number 13, and I don't even have him on my list. Or is that 12?
12.
All right, so that is Miles Paschal.
Junior, 6'3", 180. Looks like
first baseman, by the way, on the baseball team is Miles Paschal.
For here?
For Coppell, first baseman on the baseball team.
So I'm assuming this is the first baseman for the baseball team?
Yes, it is. That's I called their game last year against Marcus, so I know the name Miles Paschal. He was the first baseman on the baseball team. I'm just trying to refer that to you as a point of note, a reference point here.
Should I put that in these notes because it didn't have it here?
You have no room to put that in these notes.
Should I tell Broadus he needs to add that?
Yeah,
to his
you
notes?
should. That would actually be good.
Yeah. Hey, Broadus. By the way, in your notes, can you put
3rd and 5? Paschal's going to take it himself, and I think
he's going to get
got enough for the first down.
Number 12, Miles Paschal on the carry.
Looks like the Coppell Cowboys could probably sit on the victory formation here, and looks like they're going to do some substitutions on the offensive line as well. Yeah, that's funny. 75 is Glenn Williams, who's a 6'8", 335-pound senior. And he leaves the game, and number 51, Jose Mia comes in, and he's 5'8", 245-pound sophomore. He takes him out of the game. Did you see that?
5'8" for 6'8". He's got a foot difference. No, I see
that?
him. 50, yeah.
51. Okay, so he comes running in the game. It's like, oh, another offensive line or a fullback's coming, and he goes to the offensive line and taps number 75 on kind of like the lower numbers because he couldn't reach his shoulder. Hey, coach wants you to go to the sideline. Okay.
Ouch.
I don't know what they feed these kids in Coppell, because across their offensive line, okay, they've got 6'5", okay,
6'5",
283.
283.
I'm more worried about the size than the build, okay? So
283.
5'11" is Colin Jacks. He's 5'11", 250, so he's the smallest guy, all right? They've got 6'4", 294. And then you go to the right side, okay? This is what you definitely call, this is not the blind side for Skylar, Skylar Bohan.
No.
Oh,
Bano.
Bano, excuse me, you're killing me. So we got number 75, Glenn Williams, who's 6'8", 335 senior, and I cannot believe it doesn't say committed to something here. Okay.
He's committed to eating.
Oh, my gosh. And then the next guy, 7'1", 6'10",
we got to play.
354. They're going to
Pascal hands it off, coming right. They'll tackle him at the 10-yard line, and that was Jake Anderson again, the 5'10", 175-pound senior. Only his 15th carry on the season. He does have one touchdown to his credit. 57 seconds, under a minute left in this one, and the Coppell Cowboys lead it 34-22 over the Colleyville Heritage Panthers here on Champion Sports Radio. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch, and
you got to win next week.
Got to win,
and you got to win without me, buddy.
Yeah, well, you'll be listening from London, hopefully.
Yeah,
Not.
Don't bet on that one.
I won't. Snap comes back, handoff. Nope. Pascal keeps it himself. Cuts back to the 5. He's got the first down, and that'll do it.
The one thing Pascal has to do is hold on to the football, because that was the one thing you don't want to do right here.
Up next, it's the In Command Broadcasting post-game show here from Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, just north of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. We have not seen many planes taken off, although it is rather dark now here. 15 seconds left. They will not have to snap it again, as the play clock and the game clock are...
Jeez. I don't know what just came out. The play clock is at zeros.
Is it? Well, they've actually reset it to 25 now.
Okay, it's 0.
And the game clock is now 000. So
Okay,
that'll
there
do
we
it.
go.
Final 34-22. Coppell Cowboys win it here at Buddy Eccles Field. The In Command Broadcasting postgame show comes up next.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute, online at gdyo.org/jazz.
Many heart conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2, 2009, Zachary Schraw, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the #1 cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
We're back on the In Command Broadcasting postgame show. Coppell Cowboys 34, Colleyville Heritage Panthers 22. And if you could throw away the first half and just run this game off the second half of football, it's a Colleyville victory. But the game's not played that way, and Coppell comes away with the victory, for the most part ensuring their position in the playoffs, the postseason that is to come in about 2 weeks. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch, and Chris, not a great game necessarily for this Colleyville Heritage team, but the good news is they play Richland next week. You can look forward to that and still get into the playoffs.
Yeah, they definitely need. If they don't win next week against Richland, that's a Thursday night game for all you Colleyville Heritage fans. If you don't win that game, the season is over for you. If you win that game, it is a win and go into the playoffs, or lose or go and turn in your pads on Monday morning. So definitely the Colleyville Heritage definitely the Colleyville Heritage players are going to be really pumped for that game. It's senior night at Mustang Panther Stadium, and should be a good matchup against the Richland Rebels.
Well, the fans have overwhelmed the stadium on the far side. Of course, it was senior night tonight here, the final home game for the Coppell Cowboys at Buddy Eccles Field. And
all those fans were in the stands. That's the whole stands.
I know. The stands are empty.
Yes, they are.
Except for a few of the white-clad band members that didn't get a chance to go out on the field.
I was trying to figure out who this player is on the bench here. I heard his leg. For a minute there.
Are they coming to take him off?
Yeah, they are. I don't know if he broke his. I don't know who that is though. I was hoping that wasn't DeMarco Corbin.
Well, there's no pink shoes on him.
Well, he took all his stuff off. I just don't know. A couple of the players came up and
they're going to put him on a stretcher.
Yeah, Harrison DeCrow came up and tapped him, and so did Tank Johnson. So I'm not really for sure who that is.
Where's the binoculars? Well, wouldn't you know?
Yep, right behind you.
See if I can get a little view. Talk about something. Do some scores or something. Let me.
How about we do some stats? Skylar Bernot ended Coppell's passing with only 8 attempts on the night, 6 completions for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's probably the biggest thing. Now, Charles West had 18 attempts rushing the ball for 190 yards. That's 10.56 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. Pretty big night for the senior running back. Obi Obiola had 1 carry for 21 yards. Parker Wilson, the fullback, ran 3 times for 19 yards. Jacob Anderson had 3 carries for 11 yards at the end of the game. Miles Pascal in mop-up duty went 2 carries for 10 yards. And let's go to the receiving for the Coppell Cowboys. Obi Obialo, that's a hard name. 4 catches for 67 yards and a score. And Parker Wilson had that 1 catch for 23 yards out of the backfield for 1 touchdown. Charles West also contributed 1 receiving yard for one catch for 11 yards.
Been able to confirm that is senior linebacker Thomas Sumsick, number 47 for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers, as I could get a spot of his jersey that they have still on his pads, and it looks like it's a right leg, some sort of right leg injury around the ankle area, just above the ankle area, but we certainly will not speculate any more than that. We hope that he's okay, but they do have him on a stretcher, and it looks like they're going to transport him to the medical facilities to get an x-ray of the right leg. He does not seem to be in excruciating pain, so we'll hope that he's okay. Back with more after this on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship social media.
Do you need a boost in exposure? Want to reach local, community-minded folks with information about your business? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games for more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. It's also a way for your business to give back to the community by helping all these well-deserving student-athletes get some recognition for their accomplishments. The cost simply can't be beat for the effect it will have. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and best of all, it provides an opportunity for the best advertisement of all, word of mouth. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334, or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Back at Buddy Eccles Field in Coppell, where the Coppell Cowboys overwhelmed the Colleyville Heritage Panthers 34-22 and run their record to 5-4 on the year, 3-2 in district, and for the most part sew up a berth in the state playoffs that will be coming up in a couple of weeks. Alongside Chris Beam, I'm Doug Branch. This is the In Command Broadcasting post-game show, and Chris has gone around the area and given you some scores in our last update. So let's go ahead and update the final statistics from here at Buddy Eccles Field. Total yards on the game, 288 for Coppell. They had 17 first downs. They rushed the ball 33 times for 187 yards. That's a 5.67 per yard clip. Pass-wise, they were 6 of 8. Threw the ball 8 times the entire evening for 101 yards. That's a 75% completion rate for Skylar Bonneau. They punted the ball officially 1 time. Actually, there were 2 punts. One of them was a quick kick, so they only credit 1 for the official punt. They fumbled the ball 4 times. The critical part of that is they did not lose it once. Penalties, 4 for 54 yards. Of course, we talked about Skylar Bonneau, 6 of 8 for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. His 2 receiving touchdowns went to Obialo, who received the ball 4 times for 67 yards and that single touchdown, and then Parker Wilson, 1 reception for 23 yards and a touchdown. The only other pass was caught by Charles West. That went for 11 yards. So 6 completions on the game. They run the ball, and they run it effectively. Charles West runs the ball 17 times for 134 yards and a touchdown. Obialu, 1 for 21 yards. That was on a reverse. Parker Wilson, 3 for 19 and a touchdown. Brandon Rice, 4 for 8 yards. Skylar Bonneau, 7 rushes for 4 yards. And Jacob Pierce, 1 rush for 1 yard. That's offensive statistics for Coppell on the Colleyville Heritage side. Oh, Chris has got something for me.
I got something. I got an upset tonight in the high school ranks tonight.
Give me the teams.
Can I give you the district?
Give me the district.
8-6A.
I had no idea who's in that district.
Okay,
whoa. Was this the Cedar Hill game?
Cedar Hill got upset tonight by Mansfield.
Wow.
49-34.
Wow. But maybe that doesn't make any difference because they're already in the playoffs and they're trying to position who they play.
Well, DeSoto, okay, could have won the district. Well, they could have won the district championship, tied for the district championship if they would have won that game, because they have 1 game left and they've already beat DeSoto. So DeSoto won tonight 41-7, but Mansfield, it's not like Mansfield was like vying for a district championship, because Mansfield got beat by Duncanville, who Duncanville tonight got beat by Grand Prairie 31-3.
Was that at the Gopher Bowl?
That was not at the Gopher Bowl. That was at Duncanville's Panther Stadium or whatever it is over there.
Yeah, Duncanville Panthers. I remember last year because we had the Panthers, the Duncanville Panthers and the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. And so that was the one game that I could predict that the Panthers would win, no matter what, last year. I like that.
Okay.
You got about 15 seconds. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. Allen beat Planet West.
Give us an update on the South Lake score real quick.
South Lake score 62-0. Final.
All right. Back on Champion Sports Radio in a moment. Music just went south, and here's a commercial.
Is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShotboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShotboxDFW.com today. ShotboxDFW.com.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
We're having fun here at Buddy Eccles Field. Unfortunately, it's at the expense of a loss tonight to the Coppell Cowboys. They win at 34-22 over your Colleyville Heritage Panthers alongside Chris Beam. I'm Doug Branch. It's the In Command Broadcasting post-game show, and as we wrap it up from here in Coppell, I must say this has been one of the nicer complexes we've been at this year, Chris, other than Lake Highlands, where they took such good care of us in such a gorgeous location.
Yeah, they gave it hamburgers and everything. It was great. You
Final
had 2.
stats.
It was so good.
Oh, I did have 2. You're right, and they were delicious cheeseburgers. Final stats for Colleyville: 273 yards of total offense, 15 first downs. They rushed the ball 36 times for 111 yards. Threw the ball 18 times, 8 receptions, 1 interception for 162 yards. They had 2 punts for 49 yards. Fumbles 3 times for 1 yard, and penalties 5 for 56. Trevor Anderson had 1 interception, was not able to. Well, you know what? They have him for no touchdowns through the. Well, no, I take that back. He did pass for a touchdown.
Who?
Trevor Anderson.
Yes, he did. That was a screen pass.
Yeah, on the.
There's 2 screen passes. He had 2 touchdowns.
I wonder if this hasn't updated. Maybe I'm
2
giving
screen
false. I bet I'm giving false stats.
You probably are.
Golly.
Is halftime stats?
No, it's not halftime because it says 33-9.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. Well, here's the good news. That most of the Colleyville stats came after the 33-9 score.
That's true.
So let me update it, and I'll give you back the right stats. Okay, 414 yards.
Okay, there you go.
21 first downs. 42 rushes for 131 yards. 18 of 32. I was going to say that sounded like a low number, 8. For 283 yards through the air. 2 touchdowns for Trevor Anderson. Those 2 touchdowns went to DeMarco Corbin and Nelson Bohannon, along with a touchdown on the ground for DeMarco Corbin. He rushes 25 times for 87 yards. Trevor Anderson 7 for 38. Through the air, DeMarco Corbin was pretty much all the offense. 9 receptions for 112 yards. Camden Arnold had 1 for 62. Must have missed that one. Didn't see the 1 for 62 to Camden Arnold. I did see Ryan Philippi 1 for 33. That's the one that they should have given to Ryan Philippi.
What the pass?
Yeah.
That was 1 for 62 was the one that went.
Oh,
this
it was
way.
Camden Arnold. That's right.
Yes,
he ran it. That's right.
Camden Arnold.
But Philippi only got 1 pass. All right. Well, it is what it is.
He jumped over the guy down here in the corner.
Offensive numbers, Colleyville outgained Coppell, but on the scoreboard, they were not able to do it. 34-22. Next week, we're at Richland. He's Chris Beam. I'm Doug Branch, back on Champion Sports Radio next Friday night.